And I trust so much that the one who has also been so good to you is our King of all kings and the maker of this universe. Anopa no ana waye yen yi. Ono ana wadom ya boa yen. Enu ti yese nyame waye bi. Ene wukuada na watwena pempepe ya dodumfu nyankropon na se. Se wama yehunu eye eda fofre ti se. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. Enti ene. Mate. Mehu. Embu ya bam de bi reda san se ne nyankropon na ye ne enya wo fa bi na ye. Enya wo sofo bu teacher bi, enya wo kunu wo yiri bi, enya wo ba bi. Enya wo ho fa bi nti na ne nyankropon aye ne. Anutino Anopa fa wa ye fa go apaso na fa bra odum fo nyankropon sanse wa ye bi dia ma ye wa boa ye wa dom ye wa hwe ye so ye ho amase ye ka nyina ne se nyame wa ye bi o wa ye bi Efra mi Kofi Adarkwah Nyametease wo somfo kroji Anopa Nsempa dwumadi echia me na Anopa matena se me de ofen esum we me di kan ni owura tie kwa di nkomo kakra na ya bisa no se de na wiem nsem esitie ewie pa ye de ye nkranhye ye futusem ne ye nka ye nsem ye de bebro endra na me no e cha sem de de bi na me kiro neme bi a wo hia wa bra bom eneme bi a wo se wo twe ho firi ho ne ye so ye na ma wetimi afa nkunimdi abotre no e de abo e de beto aso. But this morning, yen to America na yen ko rati kwasoye na yen ko G yen update for the day. It's our weather update. Once that Nancy ni odi brain nyina no sa pepe penetie. And I will quote so sign a wimu ansem esi etie rati could be brain in a bed. All right, kwa ba homano so tano pay yen kwe na yen fasa of fano and some etie for you na. All right, pacho, good morning.
Good morning.
The pacho na won't to say another pay. Rati ko eradia domunti me ho ye papa. Na ye dasin so sano pay waje yen so ene ukuada na wotwena pay mu etiefo bi a wa wota kodwa ukuada ene wona wonfuo kitikiti bi wo ye kronkuma bi mba kuma ase ne ade no wo twen yen wo so be so wote woni ansa na wotu wonto afiri wo fie ensu beba ewia no bebo den enframaden beba eden na ne panifo ahwe hunu na obetimi aboyemu.
Medas Namachi at your point. Anopa Nsempa wimbe kusi cloudiness the enche mo petite kakra na jese ewia no so apijano ewia de enye den bebre be born the temperature and 31 degrees Celsius na dia bedding anopa on a war sunya kum doma hapo is a goal maybe kukum actually young important one na waba baby is western of God so and I'm not pay in soon a bit tree after home na sense when a tree factor have for me you know Ebema Kumasi 3 days or 1 o'clock so 2 days and munano na ebema can anymore see na but there's a norm and some green no the instru nakasa and praying intended instru Kumasi temperature no and I make us a munya shibi it's as a moon and the about 31 degrees Celsius and Kumasi and I dream when I walk down and taking from a transition bed so in Tampo and I had almost open soon.
Ratiku, I don't pay a tier for that was papa. Na Ibakoswan, yes, Rausan say, Ubo Homodin to do. A radin shroud. Na yes, answer Jim Brennan won't cast a beam, Yamia de Mochina. Have a blissful day. All right, who is my brother and your weather updater. And I pay you updating. Or Nibisi, or a room. Or my tia say, a real num don't call no me no you ɛwɔ Kumase enti ye ma me madwadifo ɛne ye papa no mu a mu ye kua no pay yesi wiemba ye kusu nti no bia na mu susu sɛ ensuo no begye no painti no agya masem mo seka de nanso mo taame kakransa wobetimi akɔ no abantam adwadifo no so sara yenso yenhwɛ na yemmɔ yen ho emɔden sɛ yebɛtoto enema yie na nsuo no ahwie gu a sɛ ɛbɛba ne ketewa mu na kɛse mu ana sɛ de tie bia no ɛho sunsuanso no ankɔyɛ bɔne amfa ma yɛn 25 minutes exactly after 7 Anopa yanko na yanko gye yefutu sem yenkranhye ne yenka yensem na yemfambro endra yehye nkomo bi ase na migidi pe yesa wona wo ya aso tie sa nkomo no memwa rehyemu se wotie na sopam na otu ho anamo na so otu so anamo a migidi pe yesa wo bra enya sara de biara da ensakire mapa ebeba wo brem na ne miensa aka no ye de beto so na ansa na no yentie yenua oji otu yemfo hanim sei yentie no of motivation Anopa yanka enwumu ya na de beye ye moment of motivation enwumu na nke de betu ye ho fo nua oji na ebisa wo wa wuti Anopa ise te se Anopa ise owura furu ho se kane na wo baabi o ana nyankropon apagya wo de wabeduru baabi ebi so ana efiri nyame but wabeduru baabi but wabeduru hono ntin e was otimi kai wachi Anopa nya no ho asem na me de bre wo Endra na me kyerɛkyerɛ wo enima bi a wo ususu sanka wunya ya nka ope enima bi a wobɔ utrim po se eye dan a wo se wunya saa ne ma na wo se otimi tu saa na mo ene ese wo pesa ne ma no na pesa otu saa na mo no a enima bi wo hono mu a wo e wo se wugyae ana se e wo se wo ye I don't know ye kyerɛ wo sɛ wopɛ nyini wopɛ sɛ wo nyini wɔ biribi mu a ɛne ye ready sɛ ahohiahia bɛba wobɛtumi akora saa ahohiahia no anasa ahohiahia ne ba wobɛyɛ din na wɔfam bɔkɔɔ na wasua mu nyansa na wode akɔ w'anim ɛsan so ka kyerɛ sɛ wopa asomdua a sipɛge wopa asomdua a ɛsɛ deɛ nsipɛge set boundaries to share ɛfa to wanamontuo wadidie wo nafofa ɛne wo nneɛma a woyɛ no to hyɛ wo ho ana meka kyerɛ sɛ wopɛ yedi a yɛanya abotrɛ sɛ wopɛ yedi a ɛyɛ nya abotrɛ anɔpɛ yi yɛmfa deɛ ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa no anasɛ nnan no yɛmfa mmerɛ anɔpɛ yɛ anɔpɛ yi hwan na wɔpere nkonimdie sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma mu nkonimdie sɛ ɛyɛ awadeɛ mu nkonimdie sɛ ɛyɛ asɔfodie mu nkonimdie biribi biara a baabi a wowɔ no wopɛ sɛ wokɔ w'anim anaasɛ adeɛ biara a woyɛ a wopɛ sɛ wotu mpɔn no anaasɛ wodi emu kan anaasɛ wodi emu nkonim no mepatwɛw sɛ wopɛ saa adeɛ no deɛ a wobɛyɛ nneɛma nyinaa bi but mɛmma wo werɛ mfi risk taking. You can do all things, everything. But if you omit risk taking, you may not get to that pinnacle. You may not get to that peak. You may not get to that level. You would advance progressively. But to get to that point, I have arrived. One can say, oh, now I am successful. Wabeka say, today you can call me a successful person. You must take risk. Life is all about risk. So, oh, ye bribi na one miyaweni adekono unim de atuamu. But so when miyaweni anya adekono. Obi kana say one ka woto andwom. Na se bonyo bi bata ho a 1 minute bonyo no na wo banyinya wanim de nanso wo ba mene aha bonyo no banyinya wanim de ba wo ba mene se de beya wo betimi atu another step ewo obra na wo bonu risk taking businessmen bebre ene omenya opepepepe ni akire omatimi abie omunwuma no mu because they took risk. Na risk no ye omumienu there were positive risk and negative risk. Risk be a honomua unimpefe we say per your experience and per your knowledge and the wisdom that you have gathered over the period. No, when you take this risk, wow, and a negative risk. I don't know. I can say when you trade Jana don't say because Obiaka Trasodun Sashemua, a Janebe Danins you. There are certain risks we do not take, but there are positive risks and no your intuitions. And I say what Junina Kuma ADHS said no this thing. Let me take that one step and see. I don't know who named the but you have the conviction. Be sure I did say obey me and the moment I'll be taking that step, once enough farmer. That is risk taking. That is positive risk taking. Now your risk nibo honomoa. And yeah, when it your pay face, I did say there no. Even though it is risky, but when I try it, I may lose a chunk of money. I may lose my life. I may lose people. I may lose resources. Such risk we don't take. But there are certain risks that maybe you may lose just a bit of what you have gathered. You may lose just a bit of something that you are building. But then the risk will make you double it or multiply it in future. That kind of risk is what to take. Or is what is there for you to take so you can be successful. And if you want to be successful, take risks. Baby. Na adie obi akọ ho ase adie me kọ ho anya yi o ba sa wo jiwu di se nimdie kura wo na sa wo san so jiwu di se honhom bi ete wo mu no eso sin ye wo wiase a you will take that risk journey. Risk no obroni ka say risk ade a adeko na wo koye no unnim ezusanso beba unnim ne be firim beba na emomu no efa bi no wo gidie se betimi ayeye. Enti obi a o taking risk bia no obi a onye hufo. Oyo hufo a risk taking will never be part of your dictionary. You will never find it in your dictionary. Oyo hufo a And then who bebre so atena se ma nipa bia besa wo ho because they were afraid to take risk. But obia or taking risk bi onyo hufo. Onim sa ade a me ko ebetimi ayeye entimi nyeye but odi nyansa to ho odi nsusue nim de na odi ato ho na odi ameasure enti wo ko onim sa me ko me kuta 10 na me ko lose 7 and as me lose 3 at least I have 7 I can go again. But obu ho no mo onim sa ade a me ko I don't have any knowledge, I don't have any wisdom. Me ko metimi lose all the 10 so obeko sa nipa no that kind of risk you don't take. It will break you down. But that risk on himself, look, me, I will lose 1, but I can gain 10. That risk, take it. It will make you successful. Okay, point number 5. Trust. Trust. Wo person nipa eji wudi. Wo person nipa eji wudi. Now so wo ni no kware bako. One will be a person the pagini dia onya no kwafo da. Hey, you want to earn trust. You want to gain trust. You want trust. You want people to trust you, but you are dishonorable. You are dishonest. What way won kano kra bako. And so person the pagidi. Enti minim pefe se ade da hanim se mahu say black. What's a da for the talk or so at the show and so catch them say a white. Enti minjindi wabrakua adena show samno a big crat at the home who say a black. Now we'll catch them say a white enti minjindi ufi say obejwadi. If you want to be trusted, be honest to yourself and be honest with others. So person nipa jiwdia ene wan kasanka no hwehwe wo mu na busa wo ho se entimi nipa jimidi nipa hu me se me ka no kra na busa wo sa question answer na what want trust. Be honest if you want people to trust you. Mami tell her, papa tell her, sister wo shepe niema, sister wo kofa niema fra brochire deba wo person nipa enyi wundi dia ene dis kama se kra niema ya enima na kra ne pepepe eno ye beji wo disan say you've been honest. Wundi no kra enso person nipa ji wudi da bi nipa bia make say na adwe be simitrim abrante ni ndi no kware bako sometimes ebusa mo say enti say da obeka no kra obewu ana. Make us say, Nidia be tomitrim, mani dananim, Wunshia brantie ma, and some of the catron on the crow would da. Wouldn't you know bet me a cotina baby? I'm a munina matiasem. Ocho who are no afro be catch and send me cry, send see wabrakwa, and your sanity. And so Nasani paper send nipajinity or Casma nipajinity. There be you've lost it. If you want trust, be honest. Eduma na wo ya no person ni panya omugidie ene di no kware. Se wo nya no kwadifo dia ene don't expect anybody to trust you. Now nim obetimi edi atrosa daku bia wo hia farefo bia e wo se ye ka ho asempa ne tiro nipa no se oh asomasi asema wo kan de e ye no kware no e bia because we twatre no e bedu brebi no Ube here nipa bi oba bedi ho dance packers oh asema papa kan no kware nanso ena wo tra wo twa bebre ntino people would not trust you asema na be kan yen kan fam ma wo e be ka se da bi di okanim e bi so na de wo kan ewo mu enti anopa wudi dwa anopa wo yakandini anopa bibi bera wo ye bia me ka kira wo nessa. If you want to be trusted, be honest. Ejuma fo no mu ye ejuma no di no kware fam omo wo fo bi ejuma mu Omeya shop attendant and my unu so betime tua na ka 500 the catcher no me kan so me 1000 obeya adwuma na bosom so na me dibia kan ho woni pefe say wo ma no ni akono 1000 ade na okokasa you will not be trusted eba ne sa no wo bre esan se nipa e wo sank ye du ho dance pa no ye ni ho dance pa me nue dai trocho wo twatra me ne tro no adware wo nam kra na etro wo nantenya ye tro dai trocha wo so percent nipa ji wudi wo nyai trocha wo beden watimi akowanim wo te sai jai na kopo chiwade baako no Anopa die twatro I'm a so your freedom. God had said that if you want freedom, make money. Me say you can do everything, but maybe baby, just for your freedom's sake. But if you don't have the kwacha, if you don't have the lere, if you don't have the l'argent, who needs sika ega kudi? Say who need be one who I have freedom, who be that. Because sika who need enti. Oba ko pay you maybe a adwuma na san ka be oya of 6 to 4. Now so anam so opesika. Now when this can't know, you better try why an 6 to Anopa 6. Now, where is your freedom? You don't have it because who is can. If you want freedom, look for money, find genuine money, find money that would sustain you, find money genuinely. And pay any man saying so pay bia, dear was so yeah, and I'm there to anymore. If you want to grow in your business, be ready to embrace discomfort. If you want peace, set boundaries. And you'll be an hour do one to no, and you'll be an hour con and chain, and your baby be and the petration be an hour. If you want peace, set boundaries. If you want wealth, be patient. Now, but trempe pro and could do non coaching. Hey, yes, so call Benesco Galam say be Bocona dear Bogu. So, me once not away well that would be well, dear pants, can you brenti when now but well, now we are a crack and can baby. Aha, because when him saving, what ya, Fabio, now they are fetching or now near Adrata, Namona Metro to the beauty council, and now dear Kakoya Galam say, why now but I'm running a boo so we. Anopa, if you want to be successful, take risks. If you want to be trusted, be honest yourself. If you want freedom, please look for money. Why? Sikaya Sikaya moja. Sikani who will teach you 20. Sikani who are ye. When you are be at Nasa, by never boko be a shame. Nama could be at Nasa 5, 6, 7 minutes be. Nama could de me safety and Kumoya back. Tell, Kobe say how. I mean, yes, we come in the chin who be 555. And we turn to pay the one I'm the Maui. So what Tina Supomu about Bow? Not yen and I yet me at your hoso. Yana ye penkunimidie, yana ye pe enyini, ye passum due, near a was a yeno. A B and not walk till baby say, Ubay A B C D, but me the F, I can hold the amount. F na me de ka ho no ene ne de me de so so ma wi ene watie bi Erade nhira na wo mo ayen na wo ma ye enhumu se de be ya yen kotie enada nkyerɛkyerɛ wo ba bia ede en ba kodwie ohaw ene nsohwe ne amane mu Anopa yi de watie sa nsɛm ya sopam no Erade ndom no na Erade mmoa no na ensi no yiye gidi pa ye se nyame bema no abamu sa pepepe so ede amayen me ba sisi a
Onyami wa yefia mamio Onyami wa yefia mamio Onyami wa yefia mamio Entimei wa yeta Onyami wa yefia mamio Onyami wa yefia mamio Onyami wa yefia mamio Entimei wa yeta Mo
All right, a beautiful composition by Esther Smith and Maurice DeVoice, otherwise known as Maurice Babyface. This song was recorded in 2014. It's been 12 good years, but it still sounds like it was brewed just last night. Anyways, I brought Swan Pay say your day in safety time. Jimmy Dia day as someone. I mean, Hamida in Nusa. It's back on the line and pay or the young Evremu. Yaguswa King Kain, domestic abuse and violence. No quite bit me a fast way, bit me a vete. And Rama Yahunu science is entity and never dead. Emma Yahunu said, Papa when you be prami. And as if you are media, one here, and do a how bit me a brave. And the Odi Bray, no, or no, and I win him. I mean, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
If I should inform to say,
I'm Yadom. Diaboko.
yeah, there are the assy, Papa. And I mean, don't say me what to say. Yamia Dumne Bia, Miss Pa. Right, I would Andra, oh my own science, you know. Oh my own science. Alerts, any warning signs now. A train say, baby, I never kick a dear, Papa, one way that be emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, obey me, abuse me, and met violence towards me. And raise ya, and I will quarter. Good
morning, Kofi, to you. Obia was studio, Obiana, Obia Otie, Bia, Ewa Kumasi, and wherever your frequency reaches. Andra, as you rightly mentioned, you share warning signs. So whether yourself wanna who experience it and now say what observe say Obi experience here. Who's that warning signs now you can tell and you can advise yourself and the person accordingly. And then Wednesday you better impacts no. Bibiara ye bia e we aswe e wo impacts. It could be negative, it can be positive. Into the most of the time and now all the time no positive impacts na ye den ye hwehwe. Into the idea e the negative bebre no yempe and na yesua negatives no so that you be who say enye so that we can encourage the positives, Into rightly said, domestic abuse or violence, so and also our impact, eman abuser, our impact ma abuse, near abuse, as our impact emma ubiara or in that space or in that environment. And as I keep on saying, it's not just near orgy abuse and near orma abuse, but people around that situation can also be impacted negatively. And most of the times, your actions, we always think, say, it's just me or it's just him. But we forget, say, collectively, our actions or inactions, can have an impact on somebody else, the society, the environment. And all of the time, health and safety officers and our professionals, or even in the community, we shouldn't always think about it's just between two people. It can have a cascading impact on everyone around or within society. And then there share impacts our families and our society more in general. We are individuals who have families who live in a society. And we find ourselves in any of these categories or subsets of the environment. And as I said, domestic violence or abuse, and affecting nipa bakope, and affecting near all ma abuse, and affecting near all genonqua. It can spread throughout the entire family and the community, Idea and the impacts on adults like Penny 4. Unconfirm more experiencing domestic abuse or violence, experiencing the fear and anxiety. Then be a now we may show. Utihona be tough on pet like you are jittery, not like we you are always anxious. I say obi bebo obi bao you are always anxious. And we always say if you are not in a very clear state and mind, you are bound to commit mistakes. You are bound to commit errors. Into Juma oh yeah, very dangerous. And now Bibia oh yeah, Rex involved. No, your chances or the likelihood say ube pra from that activity no is very high because time be you know and that kind you are always thinking of something else. And then number two, no, the loss of confidence as an adult, only confidence. Ube fear, like you are afraid. Ube kasa nipa mu you are afraid. As we mentioned yesterday, you know, obia or you're very timid or on like you are preventing or from mingling in the society, you know. Over time, on your confidence, into ube ye bibi kura na doubt oh, can I do this? Can I go here? Can I wear this? Ninyina no, emotional or mental well-being no is also going to be what affected, and the social isolation, as we said. Into no over time the nipa no so no want to mingle with nipa mo, want to mean to not with colleagues or in the society, and social most of times no nema also in our environment. We don't learn it in the classroom, we don't learn it from books. Yeah, amongst ourselves, that is where we pick up certain things. And you know, if you are always by yourself, how do you grow? How do you develop? How do you even get to hear of opportunities be so that also be to me achieve? And what difficulty in concentrating? Uko ejuma, uye nse ejuma, ana uwo office mo, ubotre, uton adi wo market. And no crown because say won't concentrate. No, be the 5 city be ma say or tade. It be our own sister, but one what you in the haunted. The what's command 100 cities and not 200 cities and sister. You have lost there financially, and then you know it creates or it brings a negative impact to the person. And now we a mechanic, we a carpenter. Essence say you are not concentrating because you are either emotionally, mentally, physically, or financially abused. Nintendo, ukita chainsaw, ukita saw blade, ukita hammer, uboda dear. Why dream ni haunting? Ube who another dear no onsa. You have hurt yourself, you have injured yourself. Oh, internet I say it has a negative impact if you are going through this, and it impacts your health and safety directly, either physically or mentally. It impacts you what directly. And the physical injuries, as we said, no, into when you're concentrated, over to me a brown. Maybe a caterer, you are frying something, you are cutting something. Why doing new home thing? Because you are either anxious, you are afraid, you are mentally not concentrating. Then who do you kind of home? And now cross it obi. Who chia de why doing new home now hot oil? I share be good nine so we a carpenter, your mind is not there, you end up hurting yourself or somebody. We a mechanic, your mind is not there, you end up hurting yourself or somebody. Who a jumamu, who office. You see, called print it, I do way, send an email, a confidential email. Why do you end new hunting? You sent it to somebody who was not supposed to what? To see it. So it has various impacts. And because of that, depending on the degree of adena confidentiality now leak, it can even cost you your job, which can have what a trickle down effects financially and emotionally. Into abuse we should not underestimate it, and we should not think say it doesn't have any relations with our health and our safety. It does greatly. And then sleep. We always health and safety professional. We always encourage what a lot of sleep. And over the weeks, we have spoken about what getting the maximum required sleep as an adult and also as a child. And to imagine say ufa or how we namo. Want me and Nansua now also it has a health problems. At the end of the day, in the long run, if you don't control it and now one compare solution now, ube now could develop if you are ready. So the man kitting, sleep problems, physical injuries, emotional distress, fear and anxiety. It has underlying health problems. So in the long run, once solving now, you would develop some health conditions. You will be surprised. These small things now has led what to that. And the effects can even continue even after situation no, immediately I then ya solve it. As we said, into impact see a dimucha, even so who solve this if it is in a marriage, in a relationship, in an environment that will be abusive. What's the name even if you succeed in solving that problem, in getting yourself out of that situation, because of how long all these impacts now or effects now you will still experience it. It will still be there. You will develop a health problem that even after you have while coming out of that abusive situation, no, you will still be having that health problems. And immediately, if you find yourself or someone going through this, let's try to cut it short before it what leads to all these things. Even when we end up helping the person now, the person has developed chronic sleep disorder. Even hormone to mean that unless they are on sleep suppressants, unless say your mom will draw to sleep, and being put on medication whatsoever for the rest of your life, it is not a good thing and it's not a comfortable thing. And then no, so even though they are meant to help us, being on it for a long time, and also what the side effects we wouldn't want to go through all that. What about Unkwala? Unkwala no so no obi akwala bi wo ho enyo no kra na ye abuse, but our environment mo ade bia or witness said this and this and this are happening. They also grow up being anxious or withdrawn. If it is a boy, he grows up thinking say ne papa na it's normal. If it is a woman or a girl, she grows up thinking it is normal to be abused by a man emotionally, financially, or physically. That is what you made them used to. Into the cycle continues. Let them know that that is not the situation. Do something, act, and get yourself out of the situation. Akwala no or anya say near wu kumuno and near wu normal. Some people, children are bullies because their parents are bullies in their house. Some kids are bullies in schools because no papa and no mommy a bully, fear. And so I don't know that it's a normal thing to overpower somebody and not to show somebody say who power. And the secondly, so they experience changing in sleep or behavior. They become fearful and they are full of conflict. And they struggle to understand what is happening at home. Into the initially, you confuse them. They are always struggling to understand why is this always happening. Over time, if it doesn't change, it becomes their normal, making their abnormal normal. The first week we started this program, we mentioned it, making the abnormal normal. Over time, that is what they are used to. Internet, it is normal to them. And children will always wrongly believe, say, maybe I'm maintain my papa, and especially if all your arguments or the intercourse is always about one shakolano and one say they grow up thinking that they are the problem. And I don't think we person and kolano into what should adults teach children, both children and adults? What should we teach ourselves? We should not always tolerate abuse, whether financially, emotionally, mentally, any form of abuse. No, may tolerate it. Will be go through that. We a neighbor advise the person. We the husband or the wife seek help, seek counseling, seek advice, and on the society. It has pressure on our healthcare needs. Kofi, imagine say they be a psychiatric hospital. And then nipa wa abodam was street so nkwa na wa abodam. Abodam no ye were different types. Obi wo ho they have post PSTD, post trauma stress syndrome. Oh, until we are witnessing BBC, if even it is not happening, they feel say it is happening. When you go to our hospitals, you would have stress on our medical facilities because if these things keep increasing in the society and they keep going to counselors or hospitals, you are stressing the resources, the few resources we already have. You have loss of productivity generally in the society. Imagine, say, if in every home or every family, you have one or two people being abused. Collectively, decreasing your productivity. And the family stability, it is broken. Our family stability in the society, it is broken. And whatever is happening in an individual family, our society, collectively, it has an impact on the society in general. And the educational difficulties for children, in Kolano, we said they are the future generation. They are the tomorrow, and depending on to make our homes and the country better. And we are putting them through this system. And then what do we expect that in future they would be? And as I said, it's just not you and me or the abuser and the person receiving the abuse. It has a wider effect on the family and the society, what in general. Until today, your safety movements are now near the and the winning say children need safe environments. Baby, an environment they can what learn. I mean, positive are they? They grow and grow. The year or they are not sleeping with one eye open, and they can grow without what being exposed to violence and intimidation. We always say children because adults. We have seen it all, and sometimes we can get ourselves out of certain situations. But children cannot control their emotions. Sometimes they don't even know what to do with what is happening around them. So it is our responsibility to ensure, our kids will grow up in a healthy, safe, and convenient environment, free of any violence, free of domestic violence or any domestic abuse. And then
Nea ya wo yi de obi besie afikyire ne ya wo nyina wo de afra aye de menu akobiti ha tese wo bie na so ma wo tie pa ntimi so da to ne koto dwom ono so Kofi a aha obeka kyere ne nua bi eti Hamida ye bekoso ne adawase wo nkyerɛkyerɛ ne sermon we quotation pen no amfa nto akiri anka we nka ye sermon na ye wi a esenka ye gi afɔre e de etato eti nyame nhyira papa ɔkyena gidi pa ye se ekwan besa ba ho biem na ode another edition at their bring. Have a blissful working day, my dear.
You too, Kofi. You too. Thank you.
Hamida Inusa, it's our Safety, Health, Wellness, Environment Officer. Every blessed day on the morning show, wajebre na wachreche yen here see a share who see near boy who buy if free never back community. So, and now what you share domestic abuse and instance so a bit media braying, and we do my yimu. Ye be biam e wasi ehwe na yetimi da ye ho so na e de bambo sronko ene ahwe yi sronko e de ba yakwa mu menua Dr. Kobi efri a Medlab Services and I know fear that me dey atwa mu ye me say Kobi betwe no so Kofi wa mba Kobi meti ha o ahaya na metie me say me de aba na me pepa se me ba na me ba ye test ni bititiri pa mani me ba ye mani de ni bi na me nya kidney no so enfa enter to enso mentimi akọ ba Kobi isi Kobi good morning
bro
dem pom to say
ni so adom ho ye pa
we de ka frase ya je obre na kakra
ni nyina hia
ni nyina yesua de adesua na bia no
ni nua ba obo na ho modern nyame
nshira no papa na Kobi ena no fiara na me da no e ko say
ka say nyame adom e ko ye sa o si bibia mu enfa aseda e ma no ntino aseda ne de manyame na yada tiefo nyina so ase se de otiye a ututu anamo baaye ono abetesify de wantimi ama bibi nti wantimi ama te se wo a adwumaje wo boss nyina so wo soma no nti sa netie ntino ameripa mu na kwanya ba na
for sanso abibi
sa pepe
right Dr. Kobi free a Medlab Services. Woman de no more pam e kwada bia apam no so mo ye program so mo ye program pam no de wo hono mo enti e wo mo say the annual health screening no ye de akona wi ye de na so a Medlab Services da so ye adwuma sabra mi ka say Kobi ne bag bo ne chia wo te nyina ye say efidi egum o de kwa adwuma no enye fidi kitwa Kobi a Medlab Services after the annual health screening no and for bang and says ya o manfo ba obehunu wo ho ana se enima dada ben na yeye no and still like that so koso wo ho no mu a obetimi amatie for atie
okay bibia ansa dada na yeye no eno na yigusu ayeye na se de annual health screening ne ba ye na ye ma akwanya ma de ne nimu nyina de hihim ni nyina wo ho dada but bi wo ha na ehu da ubo no wo fom because ayana eno no akoye extreme cases kakran sheda massa you pay much attention enko so that said the kidney no ngalam see ne manema kidney na agentre han ene emema ye testicular cancer screening no ye mo hu dawuru sa so that say ntino eno mo sa na wo ho a na eno so yabo eho dawuru ama nipa ani aba wɔn ho so sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a biribiara ani a wɔbɛyɛ saa nhwehwɛmu no na sɛdeɛ atiifoɔ nim dadaada medilab services yɛwɔ hɔ abere biara a ɛfa wɔ liver ne wo kidney ne wo cholesterol ne na apɛ sɛ wokyɛke hwɛ wo status a ne nyinaa woba a yɛbɛyɛ ne nyinaa ɛde ama wo kama nti me sɛ ɛntena se ɛma yare ma wo nto hɔ ansa na ɛba saa yɛnuru saa no na nneɛma yɛ agye ne nsam nti wo ankasa wɔ hɔ aduru mfa nyimpi so from 40s ɛkɔ no ɛwɔ hɔ a na wodeɛ wapɛ nna kakra bi na wode aba medilab service so sɛ aberanteɛ me koraa de me liver ɛne me kidney me cholesterol mesi so koraa menyɛ saa nhwehwɛmu no bi da nti ɛnɛ deɛ mepɛ sɛ mehwehwɛ mu hu no sɛdeɛ meyɛ sɛ srade bɔne bi aba me mogya mu a anaasɛ me kidney no ahoɔdene no ɛkɔ fam a once kidney no ahoɔdene ɛkɔ fam a ana woluki normal o woluki normal but ɛkɔdu stage a wo naase bɛtaataa bɛgye ne ho no saa time no woyɛ ho hwee ana ne ko no ɛɛden but woba lab no a ana yɛwɔ biribi yɛfrɛ no sɛ EGFR a yɛde hwɛ kidney no ahoɔdene no nti sɛ ahoɔdene no boro 90 a sɛ EGFR no yɛ greater than 90 a that means sɛ kidney no ahoɔdene no yɛ de bɛn ɛgyina ne nan so paa nti ɛte ba fam biara na sɛ ahoɔdene no ba fam nti obi deɛ timi tia na aba 20 less than 20 na sɛ hɔ no deɛ de wohunu sɛ woda dialysis so no nti ɛma ne nya nsa obi wɔ hɔ bɛba nane deɛ na ebi aba bɛdu 50 anaasɛ 60 ebi wɔ hɔ na infections bi aba mu a ɛma ne saa nti ɛno no doctor timi hwɛ no na wama no aduro na asan ahom keka no ayɛ dɛ bɛn asan aba na kidney no san aba bɛgyina ne nan so nti ahoɔden ne ba fam no woanhwɛ mu na biribiara bɛluki normal ama wa wohu sɛ ntemra fam no saa time no na cells no bebree wɔ hɔ a damage a wo repair a ayɛ na ɛde ne paa nti mɛsrɛ tiifoɔ sɛ ɛma yareɛ no ɛnka wo nto hɔ ansa ɛwɔ mu a na wayɛ nhwehwɛmu kakra na wode ɛhunu wohu ne sɛ wo kidney no ahoɔden a woankasa no koraa no ɛhyɛ wo nkunu psychologically ɛboost wo system no ma wo sɛ finally makɔkyɛke yɛsɛ me liver no yɛ kama yɛsɛ me kidney yɛ kama me cholesterol srade bɔne biara nim makyɛke me sugar level no yɛsɛ biribiara yɛ kama ɛba saa wofili okay so ade aseɛ obi a ɔba ɛna meba biribiara yɛ kama na ma woretua sika yi daabi wodi sika no akyi a ɛbɛduru mmerɛ bi a sika no wɔ hɔ nso ne ntumi nsa wo yadeɛ nti ɛma saa mmerɛ no ɛntoa nsa sika no wɔ hɔ saa mmerɛ no a woyɛ adwumadere no na wode ahwehwɛ wo mpom so ahwɛ sɛ biribiara ɛkɔ so kama saa na yɛhwɛ yɛfunuyadeɛ biribiara sɛ ɛyɛ ulcer anaasɛ typhoid bi na ɛtetee wɔ a ne nyinaa yɛkyɛkekyɛke ma wo sɛ ebi a wo blood group nti no wowɔ acidic reflux bi a sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ screening no na yɛkyerɛkyerɛ ɔmo blood group nso no ne nyarewa a ɛyɛ ana ɛtaa hyehyɛ ɔmo ho mɛme deɛ meyɛ blood group AB nti mɛme yadeɛ a yɛtumi paa yɛ malaria nti meyɛ exposed to mosquitoes na ɔmo bite bɛkraa bi a menya malaria sisi a nti me no mada me ho so nti ntontom nya aboa me de ne di agorɔ ebi a adwumadene ne up and downs nti ana stress ba mu kakra nti tɔda na feel weakness but me mindful me very very mindful obi wɔ hɔ ana ne deɛ ulcer na hyehyɛ no ɔbɛnum adu ne yɛn no bɛdwene nti ofisi bi a ɛkɔ hyehyɛ hɔ nti sɛ wonim mu a anytime biara no wohunu sɛ yare wei na hyehyɛ ho a na ɛboa ma ba bɛkeka no ho ato sɛ science yi ne symptoms yi a ɛbɛɛ deɛ ma de ya na ɛkeka ho ntɛm a na wasɔ ano na ɔyɛ free but obi wɔ hɔ a wonim ti no deɛ ni kwan sɛ wodi koraa na wodi gum afei deɛ wohwɛ ne sɛ ɔda hɔ a yɛde nsuo sisisi no so ɛba saa na ahomte nti no ɛma saa mmerɛ no nyɛ de bɛn ɛntoa nsa nti biribiara ni a yɛsɛ medilab service yɛ ofori kurom yɛne SCC yard no ɛna yɛ opposite yɛ number da yɛde to dwa a wobɛtumi afrɛ yɛbɛgye wo so yɛ 0541 143 168 0541 143 168 sɛ ebi a nyame ayɛ wadom anya ho kafo ɛna mopɛ sɛ moware a ɛyɛ marriage screening no mobile yi bi ɛwɔ hɔ nom kama yɛbɛhwɛ wo blood group wo secret no HIV ne hepatitis status ne nyinaa yɛbɛkyɛkekyɛke ne nyinaa ɛsɔ de ama wo sɛ wo so awoɔ no na ɛmma a mepatɔ infertility issues no woba a ebibiri wɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ na ɛyɛ endocrine issues hormonal issues nti woba a ne nyinaa yɛ saa nhwehwɛmu no ɛde boa bɛrima awoɔ ebi a bibi nti awoɔ no so ntimi ma no wo so woba a yɛbɛkyɛke wo testis no yɛtumi yɛ scan ɛhwɛ ho screening nyinaa de hwɛ sɛ problem bi wɔ hɔ a obi wɔ hɔ a na ɔwɔ varicose cell ɛwɔ hɔnom ntini no a ɛwɔ ne hwɛ ho a mogya no no ebi wɔ hɔ a na obɛsie asɔle ne sɛ obstructions bi akɔkɔ hɔnom nti no ɛma mogya no ntimi nni afurusa no yi ɛno ntimi de infertility issues ba yɛwɔ bɛrima bi wɔ hɔ a ne hwɛ aba no ɛyɛ baako undescending testicles no obi wɔ hɔ asa ɛno so timi de fertility issues ba obi so wɔ hɔ koraa na ne hwɛ ama no antimi develop anduru baabi a ɛsɛ duru no nti ɛno so wɔ hɔ a wɔn sɛ ɔsɔ ne hwɛ aba no mu a aya na ayɛ bɛtɛ nti ɛno so de fertility issues ɛba nti woyɛ saa nhwɛ mu nyinaa yɛboa ansa na yɛsan ayɛ sperm count no so aka ho ɛno na ɛbɛtumi aboa me determine sɛ oh lose sperm count anaasɛ o sperm count no ɛyɛ adequate anaasɛ biribiara yɛ kama nti no saa na ayɛ ana ɛteɛ nti mɛma sɛ awɔ ne maa mepatwɔ ɛnyi nhyɛ ɔbaa no nko a bibiri wɔ hɔ a na yɛde ahyɛ mmaa no nti ɔbaa no bɛkɔ ayaresabea ayɛ nhwɛmu saa ɛno nko adeɛ deɛ ana da bia mebɔ me nuamaa no maba so sɛ saa adeɛ no deɛ ɔmo yɛ adeɛ biribiara ni a ɔbaa bi wɔ hɔ koraa ɔbɛware a saa nhwɛmu nkakrakra obɛdi kan yɛyɛ ne nyinaa ansa mɛma deɛ yɛfa no sɛ yɛ ho ɔden yɛkɔba nti no yɛyɛ okay so ate aseɛ but awo mu no nyɛ baakofoɔ ɛna ɛwɔ ɛka ɛba no koraa deɛ ahoɔden no nyinaa gyina ɔbɛrima no so because ɔbaa no deɛ ɔne na ayɛ sɛ asase a ɛwodi aduaba no hyɛ mu a ɔreso mu ama no anyini wɔ mu but wo bɛrima no a ɔde aduaba no ɛhyɛ asase no mu no aduaba no ne quality te sɛn te sɛ aduaba no nya a wo sperm count no nya a anaasɛ wo sperms no nya a wobɛtrae saa ayɛ ana ɛde nsɛm bebree na ɛba nti biribiara ne ade ani kyerɛ foli kurom a medlab service a yɛbɛyɛ saa nhwehwɛmu no nyinaa ɛso de aboa wo na wo so watumi anya ahotɔ anya yɛfunu no bi ɛde awoba nti ne yɛbɛwɔ ɛwɔ hɔ no nti yɛ number no ɛyɛ 0541 143 168 0541 143 168 amedlab service yɛyɛ adwuma ɛfiri ɛyɛ ɛda dwada ɛkuti memene da na adwada to efiada no yɛsate adwuma anɔpa nɔnso a na yɛapɔn anwummerɛ nonum memene da deɛ yɛsate nɔnwɔtwe na yɛapɔn awia nɔmmiɛnsa nti woba yɛ asɔre a na watiki saa note wei sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɛnyɛ memene da nonum no na afei na wosi mu aba mpatwɔ memene da deɛ yɛpɔn nɔmmiɛnsa kɔsiada na ɛyɛ a na yɛso yɛde kɔsom gye ahome kakra nti no biribiara ni a na wahyɛ no nso yɛwɔ fori kurom yɛne SCC yard no ɛna ɛyɛ opposite nti biribiara kyerɛ wadwene na wopɛ sɛ nhwehwɛmu anaasɛ counseling bi ɛfa wɔ health issues ho a wofrɛ yɛ number yɛ a yɛbɛgye wo sɛ ɛyɛ 0541 143 168 0541 143 168 mepakyɛ ɛfa die nisɛm so woba a ɛno so yɛbɛyɛ no nyinaa ɛde ama wo ɛyɛ ECG a yɛde hwɛ akoma no ɛhwɛ sɛ yɛ home no te sɛn obi wɔ hɔ a na ne problem no ɛyɛ arrhythmia ɔhomea ɛsi so obi deɛ bradycardia ebi deɛ tachycardia mpakyɛ woba a ɛyɛ ECG no a ɛbɛ diagnose no nyinaa ansa na sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a ɛno kora akyi no doctor recommend sɛ ɔnkɔyɛ echo nti initially no deɛ woba a yɛbɛyɛ ECG no mepakyɛ ECG nyɛ electricity deɛ no bia mepakyɛ deɛ no yɛ electrocardiogram a yɛde hwɛ sɛ problem bi wɔ akoma no ho a nti woba a medlab services ɛyɛ wofa ECG wɔ laboratory services ne scan ne nyinaa woba a sɛ ɛyɛ abdominal scan ɛyɛ pelvic scan ɛyɛ thyroid anaasɛ scrotal scan ɛyɛ breast scan ne nyinaa woba a scan ahodoɔ ne nyinaa wonyam na apɛ sɛ wohwɛ woba no ne movement ne napom nti no a ne nyinaa woba a medlab service yɛbɛyɛ ne nyinaa ebi ama wo nti yɛda tiefoɔ nyinaa se kyerɛkyerɛ wo bibiara ka sɛ yesu nko a
Dr. Kobi and yɛate no kama no doc yɛda ase papaapa wokɔ nso a yɛkyia ɛyɛ ɔpanyin kɛseɛ Blaise Martin Krimpong ɛne Cassandra mo ne ada lady bi ne mu du kakra
sister Joanna
Nyako yɛkyiakyia ɔmo nyinaa
ɔno agye wo number nti ɔsɛ ɔno mbrɛ pɛ ɔno bi di nkɔmmɔ
Cassandra de bia saa Cassandra all right, Cassandra, good morning to you. Me try and call no, Papa. All right, 13 minutes exactly after 8. Dr. Kobi from Ahmed Lab Services. We call the beer no on the omobre. Woman so na waso ya sene se yemfa kuwa krata eni mani mu nsem no yemfa embra ti kwabra o twetwiniti a no abetwiniti no betet no hwese kofu nwi oda so te ya o twetwiniti sa nim akase de be siri koto igeta no ma na hunu say yes eti kwabra eni minua ketche be du trase na ye di kuwa krata no eni mani mu nsem no ye de abremo na monim se ena no dai na metra ha kwabnati ha afiati ha ana ketche tia na ye ka wager children hospital na yesi wie yesi nwe yesi akabi contractor nse watum on first of one ma World Bank for say hey ma overprice enti project ne first gamba bie ma fe de ejabo ejanya bedu ma contractor ni no menim osofoko a ode ne sagu no so bo mpai ma no sere wada mo frewu enti one first of one mbra no hand over contractor yako handing over the hospital no Ghana, Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health also hand over the Ghana Health Service. Na say you need that kwa. Anase for ye be post to bako akoya adwuma. You need that kwa hospital yi wo be bia no. You need that kwa hospital ya and Ministry of Health and South Somu one be chance here. And now they are no more say niema ni ho and bet ni be complete na when you complete you don't have some of the resources and all of that. You besides say resources from Osaka, when is it going to be operationalized? Is answer they no do so demonstration ahodo any protest ahodo koso and they ya hand over at the ministry that bang and a bia no ama e matanya wo mahodo do mo titru mofra e mofra titru e mofra pomodene ana ye ka ho asem no won betimi abua no ama wotimi akobie na onim se asem ba ko bi so da pro so ye nuanom a wokọ memenda anaso wo ya asore memenda no ai won so akọ Ministry of Health for mo akwehia health minister abona mane se agenda 101 hospitals no wo mahu nan bi wo hodo mo a wo mu se ahoden kakra ekura wo no won betimi e de ewura mu na se etimi apagya no na aye kama enti enyaja Ministry of Health atadwe wotwa ufo mo na tonkwa mu ne praises pa ye mayadio enti no wasre ese eye gidi ahodo aka no so no ya de agenda one wan se obi akra fa ba mienu miensa bi a yenu so betete ye no o na tese nya sika bi kra ode bra ban ebi obeka so metimi atoba esegum metimi atwenkane akọ metimi ayesei na enyina kakra ne aye ne kakra sa na etimi ede awie eti yenra minta kando ne nia je papa se eye mewenda sori fo no mpanifo abehu na wahye se eye won so betimi aboa agenda 111 aresabia hodo na ebi akavura mu a eneyi no na nse krete yese emrante bi akura ko tutu e condition bi no wode ko yakwache won enti no se yennuane mo ko memenda sori yetimi asomu a ene na yesre wona waka no so nkoso so mbie yese won so onye ndipa won koso so we de won so woni nsoro won koso so na entimi enyina yie na some of the facilities no yentimi incomplete na bibia enye fine. And this said the good news for the Ghana Health Service. 4 of the facilities has been absorbed by the STA Church. And I think so the Children's Specialist Hospital and what wager and also officially contractor no hand over at the Ministry of Health. Ghana Health Service for us na say ene ana watchna ana ne memenda and wonu bebia no ama emofra kwa kwaja yarehwe de eno de Ministry of Health no omo farmer ne no emfa meto ye nimu nti wo de ba pe yenso ma wasinsi we will let you know na yenyina yetimi ehobi kwabra tena se dada sanso na menua ka tiredu a osi ede ne tachrema ene nam ne dodo mi de me sure say wanya pa no bi ene kokko bi ede asiso efi ha no upom mo didi ano papa ka tirebedu onfa na no padidi ani agro uyi ni firi ho no mo atoni gate for the gate the no this way chocolate drink no ko bu hot water de gu ni bottle mu aya na nsuo no mo bua na watwiti ni mi ofiri ho no mo a na continental commentator on the no abrofo breakfast na ni nye ho onya eye konkonte ene mutubu ho no kra goba no patutu be no wotwe na brasi hu na headphone shana sum na eze wo kasa onti obia afia so ka ho fiafo so ma so ka ho ono so pan no ano pan de oboa obedi ni pan no kama me pa ana min didi ano power hanim sei nti eno krampo na enye kwabra so ono so ka ho ka tre ma che
eja Kofi
na kokko ne pan no na etesei ne detesei eti wo sumu a wo se me moa
enya kura be fa
obefa ne kwabra ma che
me jesu Kofi
empom tesei
empom boko
ye de radiase minua enanu komo na ne edi yi weja Children's Specialist Hospital yi say afedie eja ba contractor ne say yo eye mabonachi do mabonachi agba say odin safo na come Ministry of Health for hand over e dey amomo we dey attach yate dene na the issue is this no date maya omode bebuya no na omashase na yebuya no manipa etimi akọ who say early on now the narrative was it is not fully completed yen so da enwie ni sa na ye tra hanim say kan say yenwie ya yentimi enkom sa ye nwere entimi nkomu sɛ a contractor akɔ hand over there and na it means sɛ ye wi anesa enti no yebetimi de akɔ na I do not know the people more wager any Makati Hill Eddie call towards Opekuma Kasua and Yaso Tomo Yinana. I think it would serve them. Sir, a kind of saying, and personal so honomono. Now, it's a 120-bed facility. Trustfully, who pisa and check. Won't bet me. Eddie Anesi for Eddie Ako. I think this is good news for Anesi for Peduma Yali. 1 hour yada won't put
good news. To the best ramping for no Minister of Finance and Health Minister. So we dear and a try or more in charge. Say or more Najan Manimuya Yenya Adani Chidia my dear. Say before then on paying for super can say na bank of World Bank. World Bank
is overpricing near their dating. Almost first come back.
Contractor and so they need to buy, but it's officially no. I'm here who say or the champagne for and into the archive paying for the coffee and the archive paying for the tea bompire because I'm said Nano Minya Bishay a bra na and central for na contractor no more and James say everything now before them crano na be as and crata some and answer the na can't count some nasa sana tear and as you see the Yanya Ajimua if you see Nipakum. Ekwaji ayarehwa ebeboa be pa nintino mpanyimfo ade sede na esre wo mo if you say Kofi we no so no yenya ni say that is why that be always you know yeah ka say when we invest in infrastructure human resource no e so boa tie nuano mo so backlog anesefo emu atuate ne enim say anya hwe kura no memfa mani emu a between be 20 to 50 bi ade emu benya adwuma ye e bia anya hwe so say children ye benya specialist doctors
so of course the special hospital you know omo you train in that area no na
as that so no bia omo a ono so be di pa kakra
cleaners
almost so security omo be drivers ni those nti ni nyina no eboa nti we the best ministry no say the abani we the ni kwa so omo cha ho kra me man ba bi won zankufu ekwa yesin kura so asan awe bed nti afi ni atwan ye kra bi aba na no so san ko e bibia da ho ti we de ofi sabio mane da suma mpanisi ahwene de timpanyi mpani mu a sabio mpanyi ani mu a e bi nyira nti anya aba ne sa no e de nyina ya te camera sisi so ma de ama timpanyi fo hwe na inu anom no nkonkonko to na pomden won sam ase ya kan especially Greater Accra ne ade no
mo frati true
so enyina brand Kofi nti we de ye nka dodo na mfamfa ho de ne nyina hwehwe na ye nsa aka no ti aka de mpanyi fo so de be
right now let's tie this in yen nyanumu a wo mo call me that sorry so enre ya I think say Friday no na wo mo ko hunu Ministry of Health minister Inra Mintakando na wo kire de say sisia na agenda one hospitals ni bi wo ho no mo hu say o ma ho din betimi asobi mu ama yetimi awie na ya hyase say ye use so story na kire say e be ye 9 ahodo be ye 9 and na omudu mani ehu a omu kire certain special services bi a kind of say o metimi di aba ho no as they know asore per se omu fa na otimi di sa adwuma no na I think say it's a very noble cause asore no aye no what does this mean, this gesture? What does it mean to Ghanaians, the Christendom, and then also trying to juxtapose Yamesom Christosum and kind of saying men can say amanyo amamu any impuntu.
Oh, Kofi we dey Nsempa say answer na we beba no already a week ago Honorable Kwabena Minta Kando and the Kali Bishop Conference when for no edi enhyiamu na enhyiamu ni nyina mu no say can private hospitals na sounds so others no I think or my abbreviation me if kakra but
Christian Health Association of Ghana
nim say the Methodist Church, the Presby Church, the Roman Catholic Church especially because over facility health near there to make us the Catholic Church were more in terms of health say hospitals and facilities near there monti omni panfo kukushia no no de sa de say there no two dwa say agenda 111 no ba bi aduru no ebi mu aduru certain stages if is kakakra bi e de beso so a betimi akọ anima nti mpanyimfo emmoa ninti ono so no abanso ani so adi hu na ono so betimi di aso machine because shark for no nyina so omo hospitals no regarding the health insurance no so government they are so they correlate always together emo de to manim ti enra mete sa yi no na chese ama mani age emo honorable san ni Facebook post so san so esre enti Kofi mi fi se anamompa already no enim say SDA as a church and as omo missionary services are omo provide no is also one of the because and sorry and our institutions are and sorry in terms of schools, social amenities, infrastructure, human resource. Near the schools say right from the basic level to university. Almost no and had the very strong in that area. At the same time, so no about health as well. Similar health and yes be a hospitals no but some schools are and also training activities no. And Kofi mummy and son mete na mani age cause you want sorry akese we have the capacity and the ability in terms of resources any be as a boa se bia ibi manom ne ade nyina no a na Kofi ade ba ko mani gye ho se ensori no manage ade a wo de foni etoto say yes we Christian we are sorry they are no ade ultim say the management and how run no what the toto abind there no na no yen toto to na jim so as missionary schools names schools are do be abind there but and sorry no and so nsa ekutam and I say why say in management and in terms of discipline everything because of say activities are related honi nyina no is attached to the scriptures Bible no nkyerɛ ne enti ema no ejina enti Kofi we de sebe obi kan ya atadwe ya tede because agenda 111 ho nsɛm sɛ ya tena ha kan kɔma recently mo amanyɔfo de ekobe ba ye ne de etoatuom ne ayi nyina ayi nim sɛ Ghana health system no so no facilities no yehia more enti eba various districts ne areas yi nyina no sɛ etimi edrum pempenso a nyina ye pɛ no na etimi operationalize a calculate the number of nurses are able to recruit adwuma ebeba those area and at the moment automatically no so facilities health ebaba bia no ankasa attract adwumayefo automatically the ono beba beton ade ho obi wo ho a area agenda 111 e bia no me say dodo na new sites ahodo ono bie bonse amanfo people developing those area because human activities take place therefore na wo se enema ko nti yade a ebeboa pa nti Kofi said ye wo kana saa na ebesere others no so ye wo nsom se akwanya ne ahoden wo ho a yenim se nsori no ye dada wo he apart from even health no police post the prisons and other areas schools we hospitals not to in other amenities scholarship provided by they always na previously my former station I didn't come on near Ibisa na but Holy Family na case so the Ghana power for now no Kofi na ye can sorry people have various views and they are I'm sorry or my consenting kai missionary see then sorry ma Kofi nke what I see nke bed because let me try many the entire Brong and a half area near the major communities any those all the hospitals are missionaries sorry no Okoha St. Teresa's and Dominics, Okoha Holy Family, Wenchi Methodist Hospital, Doma Presbyterian Hospital. Also, it would be thriving well. It would apart from regional, because it's that time polyclinic by regional hospital, other facilities they are buying the polyclinics, Kakrabini dear, na entire Nina cross board missionary. And to Kofi, ye more SDR Safono Abaso. Na your best say and sorry I hold on aka no so say ahoden wo ho a yenye we no Kofi ya de say de
we are yetimi so me koye
de ena we so nsa dan say yam ne yesere enya nhye ye kasi di amanyofo ni achia
wa we ya be say sika nyina ha de akomo mo
yanko nti de say info de any beto anya hwe 33 say sorry no enim say betimi afa 5
more than that
but menim hyehyɛ ya info ebe say bia is it going to be as part of social corporate responsibility?
Yeah.
We are hand over the government so be
obviously
in one way or the other. And I say in the form of private public partnership. CB and Soren be partner with government. No,
having said that, don't you think say if funding be a problem regarding the completion of these Agenda 111 hospitals, can't government privatize some of them? And because we have seen how some private health institutions almost manage facilities, even though sometimes but you mentioned private public partnership. If government can go into a very modest agreement with the private institutions, to hand over a certain percentage of the operations or the management of those at the one hospitals, don't you think it would expedite the completion and all of that?
Obimra no was me de ni ma ne se ma me awo na menu ano kwan wo de kufa so de nya fe na kufi e kwa
so chimi kika mu so ye de yin ya
enti de ni ma ne se aye adwuma de Ghana ni bi ye hwe ne se ya wie na eye adwuma afa adwuma efo Ghana fo edi so mfaso since na no de hu ye bi ewo wura mu a ye bi air condition kura manfo akututu a ebi so achi galam se ye tuadu achiri akase ebi tuadu ase esi wa adwagum na no so no ekwa akoye ka foforo ne ade no eni ntimpa ya akufi ye bo ano no se nyame be ya adom enti on that note no mean in much into details our government because him say na fully funded by government but akwa kodrum pempenso bi na aban no se sika nso aban no betimi aye na se ankra betimi abam kofi na mpanyimfo nim de emu no efi se betimi aboa me awie se besi wura masai na achina asa akofa sika foforo a bi anka estimated amount to abekum no ye kodobo ana ede bi kwa akoka ho
intro no kra make say kra minister say aban ayese obesi 6 other regional hospitals obesi miensa this year na 2027 omesi bi me hu na me say da bi munyai
eno mum de
munyai
regional hospitals no already no we do minim say ebeye new created regions
yes the newly created regions the 6 created regions
obeye but when say regional hospital in said agenda 111 is almost
the status of the regional hospital
in terms of status say for be every district because oko region back na say assuming with that admitting kwa kusi back regional hospital in say ba bi back na bisi Kofi, let me use my region for example. The Bunu East. Kofi Bunu East region no enko anda ho no say in terms of landmark any communities o kan bomu a o kan have for ne bunu nyina bomu including upper east upper west eso se ne regions ni nyina.
In terms of landmark, geographical
landmark. We say obi free yeji any baby they say far east sene any prumo yenim say dodo na so normally nim dey but e bia higher regional and they usually be called the regional capitals I mean say omote Bunu East free Bunu created Bunu and a half no already can e nyina entire na Bunu and half no nyina na sunwa nko regional hospital na na hospital ba kope enka ni nyina ye private charge for no hospitals no and a dozen pa call especially Bunu East and especially the Calix are major communities in no hospitals no one na hospitals no basically
owned by the
missionaries no and they say ubesi ewo baby to say Tichimaya ubi free KJG about Tichimaya so almost 2 hours and almost 2.5 hours and it say was free hoba kumase na say dia hoba kompa what I say but to ko KJG ho a your district anya bia sene any pro any bia those communities no east and west your final constituencies na district no ba bi kura kuta 2 or 3 districts e bi wo ho why don't we
upgrade
I mean those proximity wise upgrade sabe ya amanfo no ebe ben ho essence say ba be si Tichimai na nipa no yare refer no all the way from into status ne na ma ye di begumu a ebe reach the status of regional hospital ada na yemfa nye wi nu na yenwi ne ekwa akwhye bibia ase foforo ade sika foforo akwa akowuram eni Kofi eno de eye enti se government INS already we say no
I think that they should rather put in those
emwa no the omoko di
Emaya
yenka foforo nye dey engum ena Kofi so ho agenda 111 hospitals no so a in fact
some are huge,
yes,
some are very huge,
huge but the chairman of this near to bodo kwa fast structures near mountain ho no eno de ekwa animu kakra wutimi say ye timi pajamu a Kofi wo musiko aban de ye nse ekwa akoka obi nim ye be share yi de atoso fi ne no ho ade bi de ye wi kura na Kofi bi owi enti we de yesre we de incident say
right enti ye baba so na ye be sre said the worker say sorry no at the uniba ya na enya financial commitment e bi be either human resource and na say human expertise e bi be materials no it will be put to good use the ankoye say we dey infra ban ho ntine fi baby na e ban timetimi e dey akosha ha baby da bi baby ese de kono e ho na etwa se ye de ekro ye ka ne sa no so na ye boy tiefo nka ye say asori Pentecost Mount Olives Worship Center and I want so we see asori dan come 2.68 million Ghana cedis and omo committee ye see asori dan ya enye mpanifo asori dan yo emofra asori oba eye asokwa makio he ya yewo the dome wo and yewo the youth complex I don't know yewo emofra ko de wo no we de the whole building kakra Mount Olives Worship Center na si edi ama emofra ko no wo Mount Olives ho no na no we see edi ama na ebiam nso no Pensos ye na ni Pentecost social services won so ma donate 25,400 worth of items edi ama of Anko police station ti ye ka no ye nwana mo come da sorry boa ye ka ne say agenda 111 no na asori Pentecost Pensos no so edi enema hodo pi edi boa police station for our security any maintenance of law and order I don't think you better Achimota area Pensos for so as papa for that gesture obetimi adana di actually of Anko police station honomono 35 minutes exactly after 8 7 ba ku bi honum de ba ye fansha entuma mu na fe ye hwe de entrefo na kruche de guku akata ni ye ba pe de wo hono na ye de apeso abra mo ye kwai
Enti Kofi Anopa ye hyase ewo kowa krata na de obon krata no animu ensemu a ene na mede the new publisher de obon krata no Anopa mede hyase na se wofa the new publisher de obon krata na wo de Asante Mantem ha dwemtenani edema MPP amanyuko no Yera Bernard entry bosi akon adodo na frene search ma wuntumi ni mfonyini edem ewo de obon krata ye nim na manebo de obon krata ebo nyina se ye nyina nim se Yera Chema wuntumi sesi aye kase court ahye se yemfa ne nkonkotwiri mu mfinhia aduonum eno nam so ama na lawyers for na nsan wo mo de kodan court sesenke be ya na ka Yera Chema wuntumi wo mo eman bills ene be ya court no be koso na asem aka no wo betimi adie eno nene attorney general wo de aba se court nim na se Yera Chema wuntumi wo mani be a wo se won yusu se papa no obedwane afiri omanu ntie no wo ka kire court se hwe na wanfa bill no ama no eno ho asem no edem ewo de obokrata yenim na enkane abanko adubofo panyini Yera Martina Midu wono so ene kasa Kofi am se mete ne nka chepa na nansen wa keka ne ho wo se ohwe se nansen MPP amanyuku ne kase aban yi betena so yi wo ya ye selective justice ene kamia kwa se atemu mu nyiyimu no wo ye ayibi eno ena Yera Martina Midu sisa ansem na adom kuma ne ka efa Ghana mampanyini ho no wono ne hwemu kire se eye no krepa esanse aban yi ba so yi se NDC fo na kwa akodi boni a eno no wobete yese nolly prosecute nya ye de ama wo mo se eye MPP fo so de ene ye tabrim wa se ye hawa ne du akwa kosi court se court mu afo na wonfa nkonkoto afiase a eno ho asem no so de obokrate ede aba na etiwa is emrahye bedwani onimonyamfo abna osei asare maame ensumfo nyini edem ewo de obokrate yanim wono so wo se wo busa Bank of Ghana and a good board say $1.4 billion a wo mo se ayira no IMF ebo amane se sika no ayira no wo busa se sika ne fa hen ehefa enewo eno so ya simbisa maame abna osei asare wono so obisa ena no pay de obokrata the new publisher wono so ne dia wode eba ye no na ye free the new publisher de obokrata animu ana ye de ani chire mu ewo daily guide de obokrata anim na over daily guide de obokrata no anim hanom seya na nanom atrankonya na afen so mabunuku ahodo a wo mo ewo da man na wo mo se wo mo boy Ibrahim Mahama basu yipa esanse enche yibia a ne company eye engineers and planners ye de da man mind no ehye wo mo nsa no ene ye se bosome kakra nie no se wo ba bepie mu ewo da man a emabunu be se 400 wo mo nyina wafa wo mo adwuma enye no nko a wo makwan ahodo a na asese sesia no wo ye ni nyina de ama wo mo ahemfofo yi na afen so emabunu kuo no wo mo se wo mo bo opanyini abaso na waase ha no mo so no ene se ukukupie mu ewo national security a ensesan ye bi asi wo ho empanyinfo bi a wo mo da national security na no sese Ghana man panyini wa ye nsachira ye kakra ewo eho no ma eno ho asem no so de obokratai ede aba na wodi yewura Bernard Ntwibosi akọ ni mfo nyini da ha se nimdi kan bo amane dada se na lawyers fo pe bill ede amano no ye se attorney general yewura Dominic Ayeni wo se de bi eni kwan se court opene sa bill no so a eno ho asem na no pay de obokratai daily guide ediaba na ohwe ase ha no ma wode nkrofo mienu bi ato ha na nkrofo ni akata wo munim kakra yese ukokopie mu ewo tuba eye krachi bi a wono wodi ka hudwa wo mu agene nkwa efreni nsema asisi kase nipa mienu wo mu akwa kodi aposifo nsema aposifo ye nsem ni mu hwemu eno so edem ewo de obokratai enim na de mede story so krakra eye yira edubu ahene traya eno no egusu a ekosui na yesi jeja wono neti asem no so se emfa ho se legal vacation atemu adwuma ekuo no se wo mo kwa ahomeje kura no wo se wotena asem no so na odi asem na eno ho asem so de obokrata daily guide edi aba anopei
Kofi ya de chronicle de obokrata enso na etwa so na animu ha sede yakwabena ebo so no wode owura Ibrahim Amani mfonyini atoa sada mines no ene Kofi ese ebru no ebebo a ya na ohwe ni mfifiriem enti wo hya asie no ne ese ohwe a yi local for na animu ya je bosome kura nan enum kura ma ye amanfo dimfa so papa na nanom ankasa na we de wotu anum tu Kofi ka bete ya nanka ya tuate ya se ya kwan ye ne ya blast ya dan bubu abamrem na we de na nanom kyirimu a we no wuzana ani nyina ne se emabunu no onya adwuma ye pa na dodo na so no emabuna efiri empatam ho a se Lucas no na he 400 belly na hwe o manya adwuma enu nti na Kofi eya ne sam je se we no local ownership no eboa amietimi enso ekoye nim no ye krata fa etoso miensa na opa ebre so sem da obokrata chronicle no ode enso ato animu ha na ode Chief Justice for Bafo Boni CJJ his lordship emfonyini atoa se no se Ghana Bar Association wonso ya de se o de body tumpanyimfo nim se dabi high profile case during vacation there from se dabi so bia kwaje na home a lawyer for no so ene wo mo firms no saa bere mu no omunya akwanya enso de home kakra obi be ko ba bia na obe bibia court wa no aja nkrata bia also omanya adaje so ahwehwe mu a eninti we no was intense nti we the Ghana Bar Association enso akasa e de afa ho wabra wura dubu ahen case na Kofi ene akwakofa de aba nti jeje otena adwamu ahye se wura atachia se da wahye se wo mmera no kura se August ye na otwe besim o mama no no ankasa cross examination no ebekoso nti ade se the chronicle de bokrata no animu ha krata fe to so nwotwe or the Chief Justice Mfonyini enso ato ha no pa chronicle de enemienu mu na ode ebaye na memfa the news center so ento aso na nanoma trankonwa se ne yabom dada no dama yenkom bebre o se wo mohwe a progress ebekoso pa nti ne wo mo so de aba bi di adanse nti fada ma Ibrahim Mama djuma di ahodo a wodie no ehom na America so Kofi atedada se AXA deal no course wo see for 42 million fee bi ezi no so bribe Kofi womre enya asem keto akrata fa to so nkronto do asante beko emfonyini ato the new center nim ha no so efa ensem kro no a bobo so a American de na ni hwehwe mu ha de ni entehwe ha de ntimi anya hwe ni hwe ti we American de na aba ene afa na ye ka bi nti wo ha ti panyi mfonyini da nim ha Kofi na SDA asɔre so deɛ nti ɔduru akwabena mi nta kando ne mfonyini ɛne SDA mpanyinfo bi mfonyini nso ato ha sɛ abandon agenda 111 project na no ɛkɔ so no krata fɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu center so a report sɛ SDA asafo no wɔn so ɛfa bi na wɔn ahwɛ sɛ no so ebetumi ayɛ ama Kofi ayɛ operational na yɛde bɛdi dwuma ama no so no akɔ nkan ɛne nti we deɛ ano aduru baabi ne deɛ ɛhwɛ sɛ agya we mu fitegye mu na we bom ti abanya duru hɔ pɛ sɛ Ghana ɛso ɛba bɛdi ho mfasoɔ no no ɛno nti ɛno so center ɛde aba anim ha na ɛsɛ mampa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wɔn so akeka no ho ɛne nyinaa no naano reshuffle ɛkɔbaeɛ no ɛnyɛ aban no fa na so afɔ no deɛ nko a ne mmom security hɔ so no akeka no ho wɔ hɔ nti post ahodoɔ mmiɛnsa yɛadeɛ sɛ yɛasa kyerɛ mu a wɔde mpanyinfo mfonyini nso atoto ɛha sei ɛwɔ center anim hɔ a na ne kurakura mu no IMF nso ɛna de ɛto aban anim ɛfa yɛ ho ne ne nsɛm no sɛ IMF no Kofi yɛfiri mu koraa nanso yɛmfiri mu koraa yɛfiri mu nanso yɛmfiri mu koraa nti wɔn nso tetɛ hɔ nti biribi a wafe na nipa no wɔhwɛ yɛn krataasɛm mu fa sikasɛm wɔn nso akyire mu a quarterly tariffs no Kofi review no yɛnhwɛ ɛfa ahoɔneneɛ nsɛm mu no ne ayi nyinaa sɛ bɛyɛ a Kofi yɛso no ɛka bi a ɛde anaasɛ nneɛma a ɛhwɛ ɛbɛtumi amente fiscal discipline nso atumi akɔ so nti Kofi sese yɛ a na ɛbɛkɔ deɛ a na ne tariffs no ɛfa ahoɔneneɛ ho nsɛnsɛm no power no nkanea no na ɛduru hɔ a bosome mmiɛnsa bi a kakra bɛtɔ so nti Kofi na Anopa the new center so deɛ a ɛbaeɛ ɛno no
na yɛmfiri the new center na yɛmfa yɛni nkyerɛ mu ɛwɔ the Vokrata the Daily Gist na Anopa Daily Gist anim hanom no ɔde Ghana mampanyina to ha saa nso ɛna mpanyinfoɔ mmiɛnsa ɛka ne ho a wɔde wɔn nyinaa mfo nyina ba na Daily Gist the Vokrata ne bɔ amanneɛ sɛnea yɛde kan bɔ amanneɛ dada no sɛ national security ɛne ɛsɛsɛ shake up kɛseɛ paa ɛna ɛsi hɔ mpanyinfoɔ bi a wɔn dedadeda no sɛsɛ aban ayɛ nsakyerɛeɛ ɛwɔ mu na wɔde yɛwura asante kwaku bɛɛko wɔpanyin so mfo nyini wɔde nato ha ne nyinaa ɛyɛ AXA energy bribe ho nsɛnsɛm no ɛno nso ho asɛm de Vokrata ɛde aba na wɔ AXA bribe ho nsɛnsɛm na yɛwura matenamidu wɔse wɔde to Ghana mampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nim sɛ saa brɛ no wɔno ɛna na ɛyɛ mampanyini wɔno ne government officials ahodoɔ no na saa brɛ no na wɔn te so nti aban ne pa AXA bribe ho nsɛnsɛm no wɔmiem na Ghana fo nyinaa obiara mfa n'ani ehunu mu bia ɛno ho asɛm no so de Vokrata ɛde aba na yɛwura Samuel Atachia ɛno no nso kasɛi sɛ ɔn sɛ yɛwura dubu ahen ne lawyer no wɔsɛ wɔno ɛnya deɛ sɛ court hyɛ a wahyɛ no sɛ nafua maako nsia wɔmfa mpie mu wɔ court no wɔbɛba court ne na waba court ne kyena ɛsan sɛ wɔno deɛ wɔhunu sɛ sɛsɛ no atemu adwuma ekuo no wɔn kɔ ahomegyem enti wɔnim deɛ nti a atemu adwuma ekuo no wɔn wɔ ahomegyem na kyenkyena akyea agyeje fo pɛ sɛ wɔn tena se na yɛwura dubu ahen asɛm no wɔn di a ɛno ho asɛm no nso de Vokrata ɛde aba na wɔ court ho nsɛnsɛm yi ano yɛsɛ Ghana Bar Association ɛna wɔn ɛne Chief Justice ɛne ɛnya asɛm ketewa ne nyinaa ɛyɛ legal vacation trial ɛyɛ Chief Justice ahyɛ sɛ yɛwura dubu ahen na asɛm no agyegesefo ebetimi atena so ɛmfa ho ɛne sɛ atemu adwuma ekuo no wɔn ɛkɔ wɔn ahomegyem a ɛno ho asɛm no nso de Vokrata ɛde aba no pɛi wonya de Vokrata the Daily Gist emu asɛm no obetimi akenkan na yɛmfiri ɛno na yɛmfa yɛni ɛnkyerɛ mu ɛwɔ the new crusading guide na wɔ the new crusading guide anim hanom no wɔ the Brim Municipal Chief Executive wɔ de wɔpanyin mfo nyina ato ha na wei no charge ɛna wɔn sɛ wɔn de to Office of the Special Prosecutor anim sɛ krachi wɔn ɛhwehwɛ ne nsɛm esan sɛ wɔagyegye sika bi ɛde afiri illegal miners a wɔba bepie mu ɛwɔ brem a wɔama wɔn ho kwan a saa nkurɔfoɔ yi wɔn etu ɛfɔm agudi a ɛnam mmara kwan so ɛwɔ brem ɛne ne mpata mu ɛno ho asɛm no ɛdɛm ɛwɔ ɛyɛ the Vokrata the new crusading guide na DVLA adwuma ekuo no ɛna wɔn nso wɔn de to dwa sɛ nansan wɔn de bɛto dwa sɛ wotena ho ma wo license no etwam anase ewu na wo baba be ya ene penalties bi wo mo ebeje wo ba ye na drivers for say ano den dodo DVL mpanyimfo se wo mo ka kira drivers for ne say enye wo mo amu a na wo mo de wo mo pe de sa penalties no wo mo de atoto charges ne so ne emu ono mrase bedwafo atrase ahwehwem na wo ma gie atum enu nti no we no mrase bedwafo agie atum a eno ho asem so DVL adwuma ikuo no wo mo ebo amane na Nemos adwuma ikuo no ne omo so bra Kofi yeso ma keka wo mo ho ama mantem mako ensia wo ma bo awura mu asesi aye kase yenipa mako adua 940 na wo ma che wo mo ene mining equipment ahodo so na wo ma sesi bia ebi nso wo mo age a eno ho amanebo no the Obokrata the new crusading guide oboy amane na Anopa
the point the Obokrata enso na etwa so na Anopa point animu haso ukomo a wase regional commander and wode to man kranso DC anim se na dama omomoden se police quarters obetimi asibi enso de aboa fa ahobambo nsem empahwe no so wono eno obetimi akonkan na ebasa so a omo ebenya more personnels ene omo fa police formra empatam ho de a no de enye ha okra na emum quarters no abi omo ba ombetena na se ba bi ombehwe abo adwuma no eno ene ya ade a ehia antikrata fa etoso nwotwe na area DC ene commander ekukudi ahyiamu na ni nyina hobambo nsem security nsem ya kodi ho komo na enam so honorable dia de sede to mpanyifo ni mu a wonso no edane akire edema honorable se wonyina no wonso mu nsom ti bibia ni na ahoden wo honom so betimi asi kwatasi bia momo ane ombenya mo police fondo do no beba na fi abebo ampatam hobambo nsem sede omusugusu a omo ye bidie enso se omunya ne sei a betimi akwanimu pa na fina so number 3 church compound no mpanyifo nso a commission eno wa Mansia Central empesua so DC de ato mpanyifo anim mpanyifo awi a wapa ho ntoma kora na nanom akotwa homam DC ne mpanyifo a omoso no ka bi wo mu no omoso kopi ahye bi wasre na nanom ne amidwafo se yemfa ni dwuma yi na yenkwankwa ne sa aban de nti ba beto na jeje mu ama bewi akire eno aba e basa mpaso bi a nkonkoba so a wose eno no na de se ebeboa krata fan toso enso wo punch de Obokrata no anim eno no na odowura kwabna kokofu enso mfonyini ato ha wose wonde ase ho a number 2 say asante mantem so no eba NPP amanyoku no mu a mo abato ho nsensemu ano onso April titrani akonwa no nti ose ohwanhwemu no ose se de massively depa asante mantem ohwe perception survey no akrata fa toso nsia owura kokofu number 2 ginam dendenden pa asede enhwemu no kire no punch so ohwe ye no ene wohwire di kan aka delegate enso ena ebekire na akrata fa toso ensia ho ano OKM Kofi yese ene ukubudua na se wa anyi tumi krata amfa mfiri mpanyimfo ho a ye ma ho kwan ye ma ho kwan ne fa ko embebu se wo mfikire wo se ya yibia de a nimu ada nemom se wo dua wo kwa budua na ya ma ho kwan no ene emra no bedi pinzuba mfo nyina to ha se sa ne ma ne de onso so kra onso so enti se Kofi nua no enuru ebo ho ban enti oya ba adwen se wububu no basa dan nyina no mra no bedi enti eno so krata fa to so nsia na ye ko krata fan to so eyedumi ensan wo point da Obokrata no animu no enei wo se wohwe a ewuro pariado eno private firms so ode ato anim se dodo na no employers omo hwe se anya hwe no se bi omo babeje abadwumadi bi edi se ankrankre na wo so mu a adwumafo amanfo ma mchimbe se adusia de obetimi afa wo mu service personnel no na anya hwe kura no be retain wo mu na be so obetimi employ wo mu ti baby wo ho a service personnel do mo ko so mo nkonkosom na adwumako no be abedi ankwankwanse so hwe so obesre pa se omo so private firms no ombetimi afa wo mo se bi wo ho aband wo mo ko so mo nkonkoye adwuma amwana bi wa abro so Kofi enim se bosome nwotwe ko na afi mu de national service na de aba na wie ye na ne wiwi a ne Kofi esi Kofi awotiko na ne o sra de se fasa afọ na betimi abo apa so ma ba benya experience so be bo amenyuma no enso atimi akọ nkan
na o ka e de ma private aban nyuma kom no so so ko yibi wo ho o wi na
onya ho kra na do so
ai o ya na ka so itimi yo casual be de wo ho ketiafia bi ni ade adno mo absorb yo mo
we akọ enti we de ade se de no de ma enti wo kan na nka ja aban so hodie bi so akọ se de Kofi kan yi na daily update deputy CEO National Authority Kofi National Petroleum Authority arehosem ade se Dr. Dramani Bukari enra ina betodwa se doko so no wakra man ne ma so one abusuani adofo nyina my Ghana ono so no wosom no nso adinkra ni nyina no ato anananum Kofi we de ya arehosem yenkaibọ na de etodwa Deputy CEO National Petroleum Authority no ya de se wato anananum ewonse do Dr. Dramani Bukari na daily update wa so no so wura chida so kopie mu court na efa yekola holdings ni case bi no ekoso no na Kofi ese court abagu asa abonika 20,000 Ghana cedis na no ye krata fa etoso ensia daily update Anopa was say be updated every day nti we so de a wode bre ye no nto do wura chida enso emfo nyine ato ha na wura adubu ahense nsem ye wone ne yire omoso de Kofi na wadwa bia je da bia trader de bokrata ni Kofi asemo enti sade kwabena kae na no ha so krata fe to so nsin wura adubu ahen wone ne yire mfo nyine da ha ne wo mo pictures yi saman na nsa de a enya asem keto akura nti sade jeje kanie se edom be hia si na anom ko hia na yebusa se na waloya fo attach na ozu nim so wo ha na watu kwan kora no ondi ntimi nkyere jeje ahye se na wotwe besimi ya mo nsamra bio na emom se na lawyer fo ama ene witness no dansini a wugina mo no ankasa na be ye cross examination no anti Kofi we de aja wa ukogina aprama no so o bobo no wa o strike na o san so defend o be san twa referee aka ho za pepe ndi se di aye no anti eno so eda the daily update ede emu ensem no bi aba na attorney general so ensem no wo chema wontumi die ya na application mi se bill enso aba mampanfo de akotum na attorney general deputy na we so kogina wura asrem sai o chirimu a chema ba obedwane ba Kofi okay osibi obekwa akwahia amano ne enim se te se no so kra no ne passport so kra no wo attorney general na se e wo court mpanyimfo nsem ti enim de se bia we de chama befa nsuo so se bi na adwane a we gentimi enkyere de but Kofi na Anopa yi eno so ede no no anti ono so no a file opposition to eye bill na mpanyimfo enso ede akoto court animu no na ne krakra mu no wura ma no ama Kofi bo a Kofi wate dada se Adamu so mu sese wo mo tumi krate kuta wo mo no abaje no license no na mum panyini ye na wo ahye o mabuna wo ho adwumafo ho na Kofi eno ye de baba mu obi fofora se no nya aban na ebeyo ana aban na kwabena ye kwaje aye adwuma
o hweso
aban fetri dia ma
nti o se eno no nti adwumafo no mo bia mo se aban ebeje no wonse omuso omudi sikasem hudwa awe no ya gudi omutu e man na ibi enti yakoba ne saa no na dodo na atwamu agyaadwo se Kofi aban beba mu die be wi akiri wono akwosesa ne nkrofo no omo ho no ye no so dabi we die bi owom bia o yedwuma yini no Ghana ni tinya de se obi a e ba bepam bia na se obi adwuma enso ebebo no enu nti ya de se Anopa the daily update so ne de ba e bi eno no animo
na free daily update so na Anopa Kofi yemfa ye ni nkyere mu ewo daily analyst de obokrata ni mu na oba bipie mu ewo anim ha sene ye dikin aba amane ewo nkrata hodo ni mu no wo de yewra chema wontumi afenso attorney general yewra Dominic Ayeni wo momienu emfo nyini eda ha na attorney general na kasa sese court nim na se be wa yewra chema wontumi na lawyers for ebusta no se wo de mapanyini ya wo mo de wo mo sese panyin wo be dwane kakra no ho asɛm no de obokratai enso de aba na naimos wo mo so wo mo modern ba wo ma bo amenipa maako aduanan wo mo atimi akwakoche wo mo mantem maako nsie ma se nipa wo mo de efo magudie tu enamra kwan so ye adwense ebekontia no wo mo de wo mo se wo mo ntimpo se odogo bimpo enu aba na wo mo guso a wo mo ye ne sese naimos fo ensa aso wo mo pechi na Europe ariado ena wono so wo de to emabunu ko nyina anim se Ghana mampanyini His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wariata so se ba se ye bua mabunu no ewo wo mu dwumadi ahoduo ma wo se ye mampanyini ne niso ade hunu kese pa se wo bebo emabunu no echi dome no ho asem no de obokratai enso ebomu amanie na de obokratai ese ebo amanie se aben yi etwa eye Ghana sikabe 3.5 million Ghana cedi we no Ghana Agricultural Fund ena ben etwa ede atoha anope wunya de obokrata the daily analyst wono so ne dia wode ebaye enono na Kofi ma yemfree de obokrata the daily analyst na yemfa ye ni nchirimo ewo the source de obokrata mu na over the source de obokrata enim hanoma eye aksa bribery enono ekoso no ena MPP amanyuko no wo mo se wo mo kachira ben yi se sa bre no so no government officials ahodo say wo mo dia ba betodwa se sa nkrofo no kata hyehye ni dream die no na wo mo so wo mo ho bom no wo se won hwe se wo mo nyina odom begina court na wa prosecute wo mo eno ho asem no so de obokratai edia ba na wo hwe ne nchen hanoma wo de ofo ase ayiribi emrahye bedwani onimonyamfo kwadwo ponkroma wode wopanyin so emfo nyini ato ha na ne nsem a wo kan nyina ne se wo ka kire aban yi se aban yi hwe se ubetimi ebiebie enyuma bebre na ubetimi abokwan ede ama mmabuna hodo a wo mo ewo mmamu na mmabunu no so wo mo enya adwuma aye no ho asem no de obokratai ede aba na hwe so ha no mo nso a ene ejeje panyina wo no ena yewredubu ahe na asem no wo tena so no wo se wo ka kire ne se wonkobo na lawyers fo amane se na wotwe aye ba besim se wo bakota wo mfa na lawyers fo enkan ho anye sa de ka chedi kanka aye se wo no amu a obe examine ho no sa pepepe ene bekoso a de obokratai edimu asem aba na Yura Bento ena wo no so no wo de adesede eto so afo a wo hwe oba ade nipa ehun sem so se senkebe ya sisi Adamos mana wo mo se wo mo de wo mo nsa atoso no wo mo hwe se wo mo ebebo ho ban eno ho asem no so de obokratai ede aba anopai unya de obokrata de sosa kakra wo no so ede baye eno no
ofi informa de obokrata no ede ebeto aso na wo se galamsi sa brede Ghana de hye ewia wo papa nkanka esen kwada no na no dodo no a si wo maja school na ko visi se mpanyimfo ni dia si nkokrafo ni nyina tie simti si mofra no nso de wo ho agim eso ko ba bia community a gudie tuyi enso ekoso no anti wo hwa manage jobs no classroom kwada ne wo maja school a mo so sori akofi wo mte site edi no ebe se apem baako se 1000 dodo no a no kwada no mo school nyina kofi ese nso eje ya wo mo wo mining site ya wo mo so edi gala ese gala no ewia Ghana kwada no papa ha adwene ye na Ghana Bar Association enso wo se we de informers wo mo de kokko ene wo mo de ebo Chief Justice for legal vacation rules nse san ya wo mo de aba no ho no se bia ma ne nyansa se wo bi efi se we de ene yenye ni emu ya nko bi se wo mo se ntansi kura ntansi no bi de ne ma vacation kura yi yete so ayi di ne den ba bi court so a be kwa wasem hi anka kura be hwese ye be kan ntam so ho de wa ahomegim wo se ye basa emwa ne nsem bi amanfo ka no ya ye bibio ho wo mun kasisi na tenti we di wo mesre Chief Justice pa nyimfo hwe na ba bi ne amada no omfa entutu ne ye na ye in this issue so informa ne krata fa toso dumienu ho no say NPP so no ene be ko bribery case no ene Kofi wo mo so ahiti ho pa na wo mo kiremu a ene 2013 power deals e course no ne ade bia ho mere Dr. Kwabena Donkomo ade Regina Paul ono so be so me na be di akiri ne wo mo nyina ho mo nyina ate ase enti mpanyimfo mi so na de kosi mu bia no ehunu afa owura asante be kon ne wono so America manum yɛse wakɔgye damudie bia mpanyimfo bi so kanka ho ɔmo nyinaa din enso na na mu no nti informa so kratafen to so dumienu de bokrata nanim no ɛda hɔ na wɔde owura Alexander Afenyomakens eno owura Samijamfi emfo nyini enso ato ha na wɔse saa 22 billion loss bi enso akɔso na minority wɔse wohia accountability pa nkontabuo mapa wɔse timi yɛ adwuma good board SSS no de kɔba yɛ asa sikai sɛ de donkuma no enso eka no sɛ hwere yɛ nsi de investment bi na daachen yɛbɛdi so mfa so a ɛnde nka ne yie mu a ana kwan ba so a sɛ sikai esusu sɛ yɛdi a yɛnya ho nkontabuo mapa bia no owura Samijamfi enso emfo nyini da good board ne mpamfo wɔse ne ntentem so samemra na janchiremu bi hɔ a wɔmfa emeto Ghana de hye nyinaa enso anim no manager pade good no na sese wo kire a ne fa bi enwunu kosa no 22 billion de ɛso pa na ɛno so ɛwɔ ha sei na tano no emrahye bedwani onwamfo Dr. Gideon Boakon ɔno so akiremu a Ghana fo dodo no a sese economy no ofie gina ne na so na se recover ɛwɔ sɛ Ghana fo nya impact no na we de anya sa ade akyi ade asan niema no bo okosoro a ubia ye kosoro petrol yi ko okwa ye to a ye tum lorry fare yi ubia manfo sese de Ghana fo na de patapa ekọ bia je kwabra mu de yete sai o manya atum a sese de kofi de aba no ntize transport ministry no kra no we ni abuse of power na incumbency na say abuse of drivers enfe nse kofi ya ntehwe they say unions no a kofi atutuntum atempatem enya ba bia ba areas ba bi wo ho amatutuntum they say mpanyimfo achiguo wase wo mohwe na transport ministry no mpanyimfo ebam se sa na tie ya mo man official se nya official so a na obi atomra so akofi ye mamra na omu
now them said a new airline na abano airline 2519 na abano transport operators bia need to me say auto ashentuadiem the new airline the road regulations now who said earlier now it wasn't captured now it is the Ministry of Transport and the various driver unions.
Has it been signed into law?
Yes, yes. That's what they are working. I don't know. Say a driver, a policeman cannot demand for your license, physical license, if you have the number and you mention it to the police officer or MTTD officer. And if it's not even all police officers, MTTD they are specified in one share and motor traffic. You can say you can just mention the number to the person. They have a system to check if it is a genuine number and the license is genuine. But demanding physical license, no other show, and I will delay with time near them. It is not. Now, police MTT the boss. Police MTT the boss and Kasa. And you see, I'm just trusting. I don't know because they should bring. Who said these laws? So sometimes you can't have them in soft. Yes. You need it in hard because it's here. Don't demand for my license. 80 Munetia say a transport operator be say be a station B was Antaso be Tafo be na omo say afena Satana emra no munya enhye ne kena manema say the new ones na ba
retrospective effect emfa say enimu ya
ba
ene tafofo na anu ya kwabena edimo ne wode wa edi no nso ba
wakala no watum say it is still omotum increase ko over from Santasi a free tech edeba Santasi there still sa station no it is one of the most disciplined stations. Minim ewo Kumasi and free tech ebesi akom atwe wako Santasi a omo ya mo wa no free Katie and one be wo mu no omo na ya mo say agro no
zebra ku fi wo so omo de omo ye wa batafo de a station
one akasa GPLT na say proto na say
concert proto na intercountry
unions ne
and omatum
because
Emrani say wetin ya report drop a new
BIA report
agonanom ne mampom
and even doubling the first like say bia Anopa because you say fair near 5 city and you know you 10 na Emrani tia o the thing is that we don't test the laws that much especially when it comes to your transport system no you test the laws
and demand and supply well enipa na epe but there's no access and this will be ba enya nche wo pai ukokwaya bata no so
etiamra the thing is that oh ye no unim say etiamra na wo ye unim so ni akone ho ba kire ne nti no na wa kamia no
kra ho nya hi o se sa yi
a passenger for na ya omuti mu na
bi omo gina omo from say
I should but you see the reason why that I will say Ketri entumi enyina no na no ka o kasa sem no is because abani ni bi we are private enti na no kan ye say we besram mo de besram chopa saka de abani wo bi ana abani de no doso ana abani de no overshadow the private ones exactly so they will be forced to work within the remits of the laws but abani ni bi aban council just say nan say am ko fa ba metro mass here so mo de ko krasi o ko mi krom santase here ezisi kwa no say ya ana yefo ko party for ko na de han mo no mo de ko
private for no aban mo adwumayfo ne mpanyimfo na dia transport union operators ko hwe ka se Google station boys ne na street omo ana atoto ya de ma we campaign ni ade akofi ko so nyina omo a ya
incremental
no custom for them mpanyimfo ya big guys in town no Kofi cars no omo adea
erutina say ye ka say mayentumu a omo kutum kura akukudro na yatum because omo nim say omo ano mu
Kofi enim say emra na ye adwuma when and where as transport ministry any entrance nye agreement bia na binum say ye de say ne yeso ye hunu ye so de yatum with percentage which is not agreeable.
You see, the thing is that, you see, early on, Naya respected the GPRTU. And that was supposedly the only transport union. From the people, the leadership of the GPRTU, no.
Yes.
And I don't have any problem.
Stations, there's
no regulation. There's no regulation. So but because the people like said that okay, supposedly and allegedly, they won't even bring it for you to understand it. But I will say, yeah, Juma. And we have said this in time without number. I don't know if somebody maybe okay. If somebody to say ever say Jerry Simone operated these buses, one person can own about 100 buses, one individual, and the not the whole country. We don't have Yakofa Ayalo Baye Truka. Now me call cray, Mamma come touch me call cray. Yes, buses Biaba. I fed the gramophone. The only preacher how much don't broke a CB. And I Yarokodi and I dear Shem. Obipo for electric vehicles digital sanka etimi system apa ubetimi ayeno wonnam la pass hono and wo pai madina obianfo driver di pe na small boy be the team obianfo ono mo kofru trotro me ade ade unya ni yie o de banso a unya ni yie debi
yes bi she wonu na to be ebene stations you kwa ezi cars no kra no ntina wa no adults no
station one kwa yemfo
station one yes omumfro na two say ye stations no ewe cars no nyina agina kwa mu stations no nyina ya budi aye stores enti ye ni particular yes
space bia
stations na wo ho no ye ankra bi nsase o e na omo de ama
ana omo de bia no makoji
la omo aba beje kakra nti omo a wo kwa obu ho a wabo na yi wabo no kuli ha che ho
station master no
or ojo at 10% no de bi ura de akoma no Kofi enti ya
Oh my goodness. Enye.
Such a way. What have basis you susu ni ya ba betu ya no
o samoni ade
STC na ne yesa egusua.
Oh, but no cry.
Kofi
Yeah, no cry there. Private transit cry.
Enti no bibia no instead the politics.
Ade bia ye state ade bia no na na troka.
Na no troka because ankra Kofi anybody what let's mention names. Oh, mo ba ye presently to now. Abano Kofo Basi those days na ba bia run pa bo ase ni techima kuma
no omo fo pa ko pa
man for pa
maintenance
what I say enso kohwe
and ye twa o 1500 to 2000
dia bia kire yi coffee fa ba Kofi nam ze ni nyina fa gumochi road kaneshi mochi road ekwa ne to nam wiem ni sunko akora ma yem hihye otu na uzu Kofi in this state transport nyina.
I don't know why government cannot be intentional. Say, look, say this, it make us say this is the year of roads. Yeah, quite. Now, visibly say they are constructing roads and all of that. I don't know why the transport ministry cannot sit and say that. Look, we want to work. They will sabotage themselves.
Sabotage system, no.
Transport minister name or no opening gas.
So they be on the buy.
Those days and some be say be pen the buy.
E buy no so ni na mu ho nom ne ade aze no so hu die no so no.
Is it that yeah, they are no cancer ye pad but at the pa buy ye pan na like I
don't system no and that be can leadership and followership. E mpanyimfo no. Say your taste and preference no. I develop to extent say your communities are joining apart from the Google Kwan near Daniel Kufu as anywhere the station. The chance as and what
market we can have you see
market crano and because cars no there ombetimi ato ababetimi aye ebegina he.
But we don't have to bring them in the central business district.
Yes.
We can create the stations outside. Sadly, Achimota news station. Hey, yes, sir. Look at how much. Look at how much. And yet, before you said it, leadership and followership.
Yeah,
no,
overhead. Tam cry omutu o mafri those days na wo men ekwa no ho
overhead na so the
forest na no cry na nye adeketwa.
Yes,
enti enipa na nkasa obi oba for convenience sake ugina kwa ho ena cars no so no se ye ni ahyese obi aba amrakwa mu no ko gina nko wura mu a ba Kofi enye yi obi panyini na wono wonhwe ho se sa amra ba ya adwuma ba be gina ha mu obi afa no age kakra wo ni obi anu ache no amanfo tata bi didu abo nyina tata mo ne wajai no okọ ewu mu a wo hwe na anya adwuma bia na anya na no asaba bi no ata
no but this is but with the transportation system and you see we are growing digitization the be railway airport money are they fantastic, but why can't we do that for our road transport system? Rail train and that me say and your trainer yes say etimi ko 100 kilometers per second. Then it's true. It is true that the private people are supported by the government appointees.
My taxi for sorry and control say and trouble better about you. Maybe or my bylaws near assembly. Kofi Yenyaika near Ukrum here. Or my pet demonstration. Nanu ya strategy I am.
Yeah.
Okwa omsi in 2 cars. Nano yese fen so omu nyina kuhia park so.
Yeah.
Taxi fu ni nyina omuntu. Na amanfo ekwa abofo omu kodwa amanfo gu kwa ho ndi se trotro ma di fi wachi ba na ema. Na amanfo gu ni etwa jajo. Na amanfo afafo ni nka bi line tuma ye twa aban. Nti ye di watem a hwe na hwe a panyino te wa usuwe di.
Akofa ayi.
Enti ne ma mienu mesere mo nko ana muntum na monye. Ti onipa no pa no ono akoye dey wafro no atua no okọ. Ena say Kofi ama sa di aba na baba betra say hwe prage say be regulate how far because it's considered number plate
prage started with the Okada.
Yes
and you say
enamu any station enamu if you say fine yeah adwuma won dey wa ne ade.
We like to talk too much. We are too much talkers.
Kasa implementation ne your system no ne ade nyina no Kofi It's just
but don't you think, sir, it is just the citizens, young to me, for no, Yama system, na
oh, yes. Exactly,
because in Peniforious December, not Yakase, the system would work. We are always blaming the system. If one of my system in Yajuma,
say, hey, drivers, so Cassie, a crying, say, and a Cassie as well, do say. Manfu Gua, who almost so trans, say, a dicey young qua, and also chaos. In the coffee, or my head jack, ya so ya, my system, no. I hate difficult, say, a minor bar will be to me a tickets at the end off.
Because or during the next election,
yes,
and the corner over you know, well, yeah, one year, the next election, about 20 it boils down to us.
We said, devially, they should be by whether, but a bar now, you heard discussion, and they do say, yeah, man, I don't know, say, Cassie says, it's quite coming idea. And can have a walk, yeah, lines is near dinner. Womade ebehye ho nti duru ho a ban no ne amanfo transe hwe ye ne ade ya aban no so onso nkonkonko ni to winkas ye sei wam na ekwa ye ba betam a wo kwa wo de ase bi onipa kura se gate kura na ye to akwa kosi police station odo no be gina ho abebe no kofi wo kwaje wo eno omo se ne sa de ya enye enkomo na si ya nwie ene no kokodae ya nya ka sisi kwam en so accident ekoso na road carnage senior ade na yaja mu ana ise yetewa ba bedu ti kofi
anyways enche ye peja ye mu na ene aye na International Youth Day oh bidia kofi kwachi wa hefa na mihia na kese pa ewo Pentecost in perspective breso no National Youth Day ene me ka say about 12 pe the National Youth Authority omo ye the National Youth Conference ewo Kwame Nkrumah apomu 12 midday and I would did made in HHS so enya sekretary akra in fact with kwabna ene National Youth Day mebu na wo wiase afa na nyina in fact Ghana has said there menya kwachi aba kwachi pacho bra can I say wiase mebu na wo wiase afa na nyina ye shefa se mebu na ye wo omankronkron Ghana ene wiase afa na nyina ye da kwabna bia uti wo ya babunu Usha the way mabunu yesi carry ye ho ewo ye man mu ya do you think say it is worth celebrating this year?
Akufina me de be sha ase no on say ene krata ni budi aba say ene ye National Youth Day say wo bo man Ghana mu a mabunu nko abra Akufi o mu ni adwuma ye 2 million omu nyina ye mabunu a wo ma wie sukuru wo mu tifia wo mu ni adwuma ye aban mfa wo mu adwuma ankrankra no so no je se wo mu tifie wo mu ni adwuma ye ene eye National Youth Day ye hunu se ye wura opariado ono so eka se aban no ani so ade hunu so obeboa emabunu no ensesa ye enkoda ye na ye me na se sa asem we nyina wo ho na watwen amen na ye National Youth Day ene no de beto
ene na oka ebesi eda no so pepepe
ene no de beto emabunu ni me hunu se yes, celebrating.
Yes, celebrating is
celebrating is
right.
Yes, celebrating is bravo.
We have National Youth Authority, Youth Employment Agency, and we have other youth affiliated agencies government owned. And it sounds so a private owned. Your NGOs are focus, it's geared towards empowering the youth and all of that. With all this government machinery, was a kata a mebunu so na etimi peja a mebunu, but still a mebunu as of unemployment, drug abuse, pregnancies, and nima bebrea a co editiaing and the International Youth Day. Do you think that the youth of our present generation, we deserve what we are experiencing? Vis-a-vis all these agencies and organizations, yes, though, we are not seeing anything concrete. The Ghanaian youth, I know that there are few kind of say maybe be a one more try or bomb home than there, but if you're looking at it from the governance perspective, I understand say about so to me appointee a few maybe be our leadership position be money at the but from where we are, the youth
Kofi, you to assemble there. What's the work? Can you there say baby? And my young fan the lighter note na young relating to youth unemployment. You know, youth any adi. Say Mabuni family babenya graduate unemployment. Omono yomo a o mako school esi radio e wonim die o. Ye je ehutum. Ye nim. Enso woni adwuma. Ena womo de a womo no wa no a o maka me ate no no. Ena womo aja enso wo fie a because street for one day onye obi nkama ba wo hwe no anim se wi so no wo ye unemployed no Kofi omo so no e wo ho. Ni nyina amount to your kase the future belong to the youth. Entine ye celebrity a meme wan kamebusa say what are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? Because ade a yenim nyina ye ka fa mabunu no ho say Kofi. The future belong to us. Say future no e be belong to us. It starts from today. And then I said dia konti mabunu no e da ache no say e na ekwa kowie. Eno na be kire wo man no so pempen so ye ni ye da e kire. So say if you say mabunu hu hia na ya would have prioritized the youth. But ube hu say the education system ene niam ahodo no because mabunu dey challenge kase pa no ye adwuma because ye mududo na tukwa akwa ama no ne ene ama ahodo no so num ne ade nyina ye nim say where to live and out communities num ne ade elsewhere no Kofi ye nim say anya hwe kwara se mudu a emu nson bi de ene ma ye dey efa
Edio.
Ati ase Kofi monson de ne amafa. Mabunu dudu ya yi pe kwan. Se saa nkura hodo a ye bobosu ya manom de nyina ye be kwa. Kofi se fie yi a. Mabunu dudu na amprese se bi wo kɔ ba bi wo tu kwan bi kɔfa nsuoso bi kɔfa anwea so. Ne ayakayaka de a sese de abetom ne Gulf State ya. Amanfo UAE ni other areas ya. The youth are trooping in no. Enti se ye kwa akoya it shouldn't be celebration. Yen hwe baabi e free shas ye baabi e bedu ne mpempenso ani so adi hunu ayewo e de ma ye mabunu no ne ye bekeka ne say we ye koyi kwabra ne keynote ya kakra
youth conference e koso 12
ye de ba be kenkan ne ye ja ho ne ye kɔ ade achi a ibia ampa ntimi fi se mpanyimfo ya kan the only way a enim say aban ntimi nya ni nyina but say investing into infrastructure na education system no so no yetimi ya ne adwuma ne adwuma yi ni ye nyamu ba ko a visa employment na and the best that can drive the youth and when the youth have been driven also in that regard if we say future no so is bright.
Okay, but I say I've been joined by my good brother on 5 minutes now I've been joined by my good brother this year the jacket no wine the tuxedo be or the above studio and over Anopa Nsempa. Now unim say according to the Ghana Statistical Service and I say Ghana population census for we consider about 36 points, almost 40% of the total population of Ghana. Now about 21.9% out of the 36% any ejumaye. And area suffer nyina yesi emabunu eyenda na yedi National Youth Authority state agency a ehwe emabunu won totoye won nyini won punto ni ade so ye wo other state agencies eno so ehwe emabunu won so yedie ni ade so ene ya yedi sadey bibisa menua Kofi and since in fact he's still the youth leader sorry Pentecostal mu yemfan free that religious perspective Kofi first of all as a youth leader sorry Pentecostal mu na wo hwe the way and to ne nhyehyɛ in terms of asɔre nhyehyɛ just oppose that to aban anasa ɔman so nhyehyɛ no Kofi, where do we stand as the youth of this country yen patriotic songs around the church governance just opposing all of that the youth actually has been committing or devoting to the cause of the development of this nation.
Ma many kind minna wasi na minfa enchia nso ma etiefo Anopa mu domo fidia to pen radio na omutie discussions ekosui nyame onhira won pa mawie ni sa no ma minfa enchia nso ana asidama empanimfo omo say ehun behia say omo de eda bi besu say na ye de celebrate youth Kofi edum right say ye de kai yebu akonta ye bisa ye ho sa period ni youthful age ni mu no challenges ben na ekoso anamfa so de ben na ekoso samre ni mu biem enye no nko a se problem bi wo no ma kwan ben na ye fa so a ye betumi asolve like you said earlier no ye fa population no so ne ahwe youth no mo percentage etesen sanya mani nyina eboa for planning purposes na etumi aye Kofi hwe United Nations define youth no age no ye 15 to 24 but most states around the world and institution no define youth no from 13 to 35 no wo munjichemu mienu ye wo young adult nti eno no ye 13 to 19 years then 20 to 25 na Kofi almost oma ye the second part no 13 to 19 18s na 20 to 35 na young adult nti oba asori Pentecost mokra sana ye youth ministry no ya no youth no involve ages no ye from 13 to 35 years but within 13 to 35 years na American ya chemu mienu according to standards institution be brain other countries be agile to no 13 to 35 years ene ye Kofi yebedu sa emre ni maye 13 to 35 years na sa emre ni mu no 13 to 35 na obi ewo sa age ni ma especially 13 to 19 years Kofi owa hoden a otumi di sua de pa sa emre na learning stage a so bi go school a we wura 13 years na ye kura we wura JHS ana oye awie kura 13 years ebi mu awie omo awie anom gu so mu 13 years the sambre no owie no beto aso akodu 19 Kofi e buma modu 19 say ebi mu 19 years omo ye awie tertiary kura last year ya guy ya graduated from Ghana School of Law I think it's 18 or 20 years we graduated at this stage ni emre a onipa eje na odisua ade Ezan say samre no youthful age ni tin Kofi ahoden wo obe so o physical power uhwe ni wa status ni nyin so a o develop ni nema so kakra ebi mo esha se kra move towards work because o we school national service ana o ye we so o planning nema bebre ekoso honum so one would expect say so nipa no ekodu sa enfe no 13 to 19 na afi onye wura the 20 to 35 years ma satam no kwade na oye more energetic esin tama oye 13 no oye more energetic se owo adwuma bi mu owo institution bi mu a esan sa hoden no wonti no institution no ebe use ne pa we na me di ra into the church Kofi ya so rema Monday na meba no me tell say youth director ebon komo and he said it reporter one day by end of last year mokoridi no Kofi you say wo kan amabun any Sunday school for eboma Kofi percentage wise no empenifo no a omo ye 36 upwards no kodu baby a won baby Kofi omo constitute omo percentage eso akra 30% youth ana omo yen ye draw so men kan say draw so asori Pentecost mo in every institution bia no ana baby obia no say a group of people because draw so saying e bia automatically no obehu sa dominion and yes and so but offer position obehu nipa bebre I thank God say in the church of Pentecost Kofi asori na tere asori enyi asori no konanim emiri bi etwebo no na as a youth no yehu say obi ye youth ana woda age na usua nti usua se na kan no sa age ni emra odi sua de nti bia bibi wo kra obetumi asua kra yes twen sua twen sha se twen sha be se Kofi yakodu pempen so a asori Pentecost mu no emu abie se right from children's ministry who started sua bibia etinom the interdenominational service abam urem women penifo mo Sunday school time mo yamade o mu a o baba bedu sa teenage no 13 no Kofi wa honiama samri mu no yema opportunity ema o asori
the mother church, not ministry week, the mother church Croatia Kofi, you to me the to open prayer, you to me at the auto worship, who to me echo lead, you to me obake, who to me buankrofo, Kofi, yes, I know, na a impact and as a preparation as well as they prepare for the next generation. Kofi, you bet to me, I can say what, yes, sorry, Pentecost mono. Kofi, say, Oko, Lucas Bibre on normal Sundays, Okobea. And Crawford be say lead most of the activities, maybe aside they be preaching, but other activities, you know, open prayer, worship, praising team, ushering, Sunday manyama. Ubon say and Crawford, follow within the youthful age, you know. Yeah. What is it telling us? It is telling us the youth no contribution, you know, Kofi society, you know, ababejia to me say without the youth ministry, you know. In Yama Baby, I need to now look as Baby Requires ranting in my one, almost if you look at church, you know. Now, some more copy the words in English now. Once of my music in the Ubeko, you be about drums, and now, as soon as I jab Bible to say, you to Kofi, you won't hear. The same way now they buy governance in the ma, Upejanswa. Me Chidi said, like, as Sana son, and maybe a chum, Ubashe key position be no, and penny food, Cocrafon. But they say, yeah, governance system could make to me as me who year pa from the late Professor Amos. Yeah. The time, yes. We are. Those were the days, the current General Secretary for NDC, your friend said, Fifi Kwete, Deputy Finance Minister, Odi Yura Setekbechi, no, Deputy Finance Minister, Fifi Uma or year 2 years, or being a never room to agree. Of your Baba substantive minister wa Greek na okuja to abroka omo de achi ebi mu de Kofi no musuan kakra omo ro wo mo yesa de ni nyina enye omo kwa no mo de pin wo enti won so wo fi ho no aban foforo bai yehu nana do dan Kokufu adomo and even current way Kofi ye be hu se embabu bebre a emri bi atwam no na won to me enya opportunities Kofi omo anya opportunities a omo etumi edeye eserve on mine no and so kwan so but hey na yen very careful say to whom much is given much is expected ha anti you to know nyame nhira yen say yen opportunity a yes serve but if yes serve no yen ma yen adwene go say emri bi atwom ni enya sa akwanya no this say yen nya akwanya den ene betumi de akwanya na mampanfo na wo mu ni gidi say you to me to my baby and no to my because I right Katie am make comment be but I will not even say it here about youth. People were not happy. But after also no confuse say near my son grand it you to need the population wise.
Yes, even in the country
no you to need the draws were saying penny for no na your draws won't Jansu Yanri ho na ye my contribution so endorse and saying and penny for
right Kofi I'll come to you again Katri, let me take another word from you. It's understandable and it's on record say emebru ne yedoso do you think say yedoso no ntino e wo sanka aban no ne nsusue ne nhyehyeye ne niema no it should largely be tailored towards the growth of emebunu no is that say ochina bi no yen and ye be taking up the mantle now yehunu say emebunu kutakuta ministerial appointments positions state agencies yehunu say emebunu do na edikrokom ne ade is that enough and answer there is more that the government can do especially in terms of policy directions and niema would acclimatize with we the youth na yetimi nyini na aboyen in the coming days and as in the coming years yes so mind betimi tumpon
there's more to do say aban no we no be ya adwen na say me beto so say mpanyinfo ebe like deliberate policies ye be the youth no ye de be gurigura to say areas ya work kanom na ade nyina ba Kofi to say the air kanom amamu no sometimes from afar the picture is different and yeah was yes we say and say mabunu no are we also are we also legible enough are we ready say the bibi sa ehye yensa eno so ne betimi aye na yaye niye because amamu your mind nyina say the bibi se ka kire nsa na se ka kire intimenya se Kofi wo na se hwese Kofi ebetimi aye kra na mbe ade me ba be ya metoto papa so ntino no depicts that idea say mabunu no betimi aye ama no so de aye but in the broader sense no who say there are certain areas mabunu or they are doing very well. At the same time, no so no, but be so why the mamru be so kokototo ya kototo papa so. Tidebiana make say wisdom and knowledge, it's not only occupied by people with great heads. Say yes, ewu ni patrim na kire say sebio. Yes, others age, but they are danger to society ever since they are created, ever since their creation. And mabuni be so why they are young, but they are also similar danger to society. When you kwanya the no kwakwa baby who be also betimi one Kofi's about availability and the ability to execute what that leadership qualities say yes we betimi there though experience is very key but Kofi's nguremu how do you gather the experience into every bia no yes esua de odi akire no enante enti no eniso no ense globally no entese kane no sa de bi wo ho agi se nipa no kotena ho a zi wa gather experience na bibi otimi a enti Kofi me fi se mabunu no nya sa kwanya no dodo no ano a deliberately because countries are akon kind do say ni nyina no e ho no om de fire yes e ho no om de fire from the automobile industries to the sciences to the commerce baby e wo ne ayi nyina no wo de mabunu no efa ho no na ebo aman look at this Facebook American system how I mean the private even individuals Zuckerberg mono they are all young guys Elon Musk mono no munyini mo nkokora ansana ye hu omo shase free baby omunya empowerment no say aboa we hear Apple ne this year baba no ni do say especially now technological advancement in world na ekutaye no is for being driven by the youth yes intino you make sure say mabunu no ofi ya bemi ani akom na no na beboa na mpanyimfo no so kɔ no yesu etimi aba bisi wo na
catch me that say you are discharged betimi akoye aduma Kofi lastly if you look at the sector of our economy there are several sectors. We have the agriculture sector, we have the education sector, we have the health sector and all of that. And all these areas, a very core critical areas are ebuama economic wise, and now so my puntu etimi echo anymore. From where you sit as a youth yourself, if today you've been appointed to advise government on area and as a sector, e was say o man ni eku kese pa na o drive e mabru no e was sa sector ho no betimi aboa na one e mabru no puntuo etimi agina yi na affect the nation growth also positively.
Merasi obisa very important question pa Kofi baby ameka ho asema ya Greek obisa me se meka ba ko like you said na agric sector na medical aka ho asema Ubusha, they be agriculture and Ghana the backbone of our economy. Sana yetaka, painful, sana yeka, ha. Yabatui, in the yeka. Yansu, I usually my own say it is true, say agric the backbone of economy. But if you see ye agric sector now, every year be a omweka just say there is a drop. There is a drop. There is a drop. There is a drop. Kofi ade intina. Emra emebunu edroso emra ye misha se mekanse sa youthful age na Kofi the energy no ewo soro so adeti na ayebetumi aye adwuma den ahoden ne wo na emebu ne doso no na the agric sector no mum e fall esa se agric sector ne de bia Kofi drop nti ena ama ye importing nuane more
and news mo $168 million and on my Ghana yes say for tomato importation tomato so and you see ginger so and also ne independence no akosro and so ye nyankro from akodo can say ginger food
good what tomato so ginger Kofi embashi yo
ebroni
plantain buy so good buy ebroni wana Kofi akeka nyina ye wie ne fe ba almighty rice aswa Kofi ni nyina buy adentina the more youth population increase na yen importation food importation Kofi enumo so increase because say ye ma agric sector no Kofi ya dwene emma ho den na masisi ya hwa nipa bebre omo galamsey site omo ye galamsey no Kofi be call no eye mabu na ye galamsey no enye mro anya kokora because adwuma ye den mabu na ye galamsey because so oya Kofi na nyame na do na ba ko bi twa fam a obenye sika afim emebu in our generation and enye po in our generation bia no Kofi sa youthful age no ayetama o de boaba ho ye niam bibia se o ye bia Kofi wo ye fast na otumi ye niye because they will tell you that life begins at 40 this are youthful age wo Kofi one year what no want to we na etwam a at a point ubetena so ubeka se wanhwe nia ase niam eya aka chama so sa age no obia person ye word energy no ansa na energy ni be start adrep akofoma akọ agric sector no Kofi ye wo school for omako school baby omako agric enne ya me no ka say what if ye nanu na me ni Dennis discuss say ye content bi na there about agric. You watch videos on TikTok na obi yefu a lady ejiso why a bunch fuka say
I saw that
video na ode ababeto onya nkrofo a mo beto na ode ababeto me fa mo chew se muni mo bi a obeto a Kofi the person goes to the farm or the ababeto so wenyo bi market woman no owa ha no goes to the farm. There was another video me am be say no say na go betumi a obi okoto banchi no Kofi omo hye no ni ti no omo hye banchi no sack ni ma no mo di omo twetwe nnua eno mo di eye no se ne be ya enter form ena ni ti no so be 3 times esen na ase no so akwa ni ye comment me ko bi say sa banchi bag no omo turn ne sen and I think he said me say almost 700 was a day the go push bag na esi wono so omo turn 700 say I forgot the exact price na market woman no onu be kwa wahyehyɛ side no owie no ya kese ne wi a ase no kan so mo mpa yo mfa yehwe fama ni bibia ode sa banji ne be ya no ba kan so mo de mo sesa the same woman no so mfa yehwe na fi wasesa na oye etukufu nim obe wie chi no e bia de sa baba wa yisiwi wakwaje bosia na ode ababaye afu obe wie chi no na adaneka ana bra wa bra energy ode ahyem nyina wenya mfaso bia wo ho a ebeye dan na youth abrantie ababawa wasusu wa hoden a obetumi akọ school wakọ school awi obetumi aye adwuma ana wanya sika kakra bia kita obede baba be hyemu se ode bakọ invest e woda sector adede say youth fu be bro bakọ social media mugo importation from China importation adenti na won first kan ko because wo de kwa hyemu na akoya ebe wi achi no wonya mfaso bia ho but eno so na eso sectors ni nyina say agric sector you develop a betumi afa more youth Kofi in education in security and some way security so youth go on ma ekoya omoto forms
5,000 per say for
so the forms so omo tete say come friend in badges obi mu be ko like who say na but Kofi say agric sector na ye baby a eye akono na aban ama na adwene akono develop a anka Kofi eye easy kra because eno no me na me ye mafu niam nyina kwemedem metumi decide say na makwafu ochina menko ebe enkrofo do ho be wuram no nim se oye nso no ye ni yia age se obenya ho fa so se de bi o my best for say o my best farmers awards ema youth ni be wi ni bida age se maybe this level enu ko age se o kitesika untumi enwi ni bida eti se ono mo ye kwatwuma ni nyina be mpanifo a omo ya na manka se omo adi omo ya age se kakra bi omo kitesika no na mutumi en kase eti ye celebrate enne ya ye ka embabu yes embavutia wo mo modern because the agric sector no ebetumi employ youth fu bebre as in any other sector of our economy.
Kofi mi jam wako finally emebunu chesia social media ade ba ko a betumi aka se eboyen ehayen social media ko odumfu kumfu odum kakra na okumu kakra na ebetumi di social media no aye and take it from the church a free astronomy mu ede eba is that say emebru na ye wo social media ne so no ya na kwasiada ye ko gina fa microphone na ye lead praises any worship ya na ye gina chiro hono mu ye osha ahwese mpanifo no bombe trans no ne ade ya nso na ye kodu fia ye so live this one mu a ene adade lumba ka asem we say ena yi hwan ne ebo wedi na da pa no ne ade ede na sorry ne betimi dia ye dia bo mabru no se de be ya social media ya ene nipa bi wo ba bi a wo de ya disuade eboa no so betumi nyem mu faso na aboa krampo in the area of that agriculture.
Kofi merase asori no ye ka asori we are not limiting it to the Church of Pentecost.
No.
the general body of Christ on asam ne ka Kofi nia mbeji de say aso no edikan aso no betumi aye and of course the church is doing yen kire obetumi a kire yen kire Kristo Yesu adwene as I say etina yen mu se Kristo Yesu adwene etina yen mu ofi eniama bebre aye ko social media ye hu enye papa no enye adwuma. The challenge is that enye say for me yes I sorry no enche achiro ensori ni church dey bia yen kwa sorry ye preaching katere ne ho eniama papa ho asem but onipa ni tie wie se odi be ye adwuma no eye onu ni decision wono so ahai na mesre pa se asori ni eye na famude wo kire ensori bebre organize training mekra ye wakra makobi yes software church management training at the days social media bebre ema ensori no Kofi say ye de nwuram na ye pie ye graduate ye pass out na ye koye training no yanye adwene say ye de be ade papa it say school aye nyina ye come church different courses ye kirew na uwie na gasi me medical doctor it mean fa medical medicine because I'm fine na baby papa eno o lecture nature say woni ho it go fi mesre emabu ayetie me social media ye kan wa asem evangelism is eno na yet the biggest platform you able to me use to reach out many people around the world. To me entina enka asem enko be but when you on the social media na o start all the post evangelism na that there go to TikTok o start o to even asori nyum na she followers are omo so Kofi asori be to me empower youth no monitor youth no say ye empower mo no na ye monitor mo no monyire mo ho na monfa enye evangelistic activities of the church. Let the world know hear about the gospel. Ebe to me abwa e was akwa no so. Afa wonso a we individual na otem social media last 2 weeks me na youth fu bi Asia me local youth na way we doing business entrepreneur we na make a choice Kofi say won so be say oton opeska no their business. I am saying it we youth in not peska and you know when say paper store you don't need any shop for anything you don't need what then I them oh near we say stores in nyina ewo social media stores in nyina what na papa ho what na mama ho we life what start edinema na guo etu betumi use the same we obabun oto mini adwuma ye mini bibia me ye misunu. I was telling my people Kofi ko bishop ko jutwa ne niama ne shop fagu status bisa ni surprise ni ai all this mommy because per customer sama because nem nya customers na bad man me say you na me say me dey say you Kofi ni banks who ni shop who ni hwe you youthful unemployment na what start post niama you social media no for marketing fire business when ni be bounce no say who ye youth ni na obabu a na what say unya baby since say obekokọ tena ho na what start roll ho say open followers if aso bia enim no enu na be yoden followers people should know you ye hu a
there na ebenya free mu
e ma wo men say generation no we ase no one a those who are able to make it no the smart people, those who create creativity we are smarter Kofi ube to me make it yes and na ye kan in some bebre nneama bebre your challenges bebre unemployment you go kai bebre Kofi
drug abuse and all of that
drug abuse emrite nyawa asemka na nsin uko uhwe social eye beba na emrate mbawa o makota funu no mo de nneama basa chese nneama emfra basa Kofi you start time no you social media no your brand name ababawa you sabre no fire bribi ma ho entwen aban entwen obia wotumi anya phone no kita na se phone no etumi de ukọ social media page no so na platform so dia Kofi bomode na pe bribi na uya osoro yes osoro we eboania oboane ho ewurade nhyira yɛn na ewurade mbo agana mbabu nyina na afisesi a yɛbɛsia adibie mu no
na yɛdiscuss something beyond
akoyenim yɛntrubɔne no so yɛntwe ho fem na ɛha yɛn amen
Kofi yɛda nyame nhyira papa pa wafutu a wode abrɛ yɛnnua no mabunu nyinaa anɔpɛ na mete 120 milligram of tramol bibi ne bebi efiri ɛba yɛ baba bebusa ho asɛm ɛno ne adeɛ na asɛm na yɛka social media asɛm yi na mesan so tufu biem sɛ wokɔ social media especially TikTok na wokɔhu content bi sɛ bi na ɛyɛ content a ɛne nyamesɛm ɛbɔ abura na sɛ ne kristosom bɔ abura na wotaa hwɛ a wɔho yɛfrɛ bi algorithms ɛno deɛ wotaa hwɛ no ɛno na ɛka ne sɛ app no bɛyi di ama wo enti ne sɛ wotaa kɔhwehwɛ sɛ bio nipa a ɛdi nipa atam ɛwɔ social media no so a de bi obekɔ bia no bo sɛ ɛno na da hɔ na ɛtwɛn because we really adwene hu sɛ wotaa tena social media no so hwɛ saa nyema no enti ebia na Kofi Kwachi akɔyɛ preaching bi ato hɔ ebia na sɔfo bi evangelistic material bi ato hɔ but because you spend more time watching those insulting content, watching those pornographic content, watching those kind of saying content emfrano ɛno na de bia be yama ama wahwe ɛno nti yɛbɛsrɛ emabunu no yɛnwanum nkuma 13 fo na mo ba no na ya make sure say content yɛbɛhwɛ no sɛ empo ebia ugusu flip na ɛno betwam ahwem na atwam kɔ content bɛba utuzu sɛ we de emwa me we de enye fine no atwam contem de uzu sɛ ye no nyamesɛm ɛne adesuadeɛ ɛhomasuam adeɛ no you spend time make sure sɛ bɛhwɛ video no nyina ma na si omo ta hwɛ TikTok videos no bebre no ano say ade bi a ye adesuade ho nkanka se bi obi ba no ka nyame asem Proverbs 3:14 we hwem no was scroll no okɔ but obi meye bribi se bi o trekese nima bi ene comedy bi ni ade ne wo besre no the phone nam no the tira mansan mmahwe ade we mmahwe nti da wo hwɛ saa nema no da bi akɔ TikTok a da bi asa nema ne de bebre wo de na betimi asu afiri hɔ empase de wo besre ma mfia ya ama hwɛ ye kura mpa se bi wayi informafo ɛwɔ panifo ma ya sa so kura taa mu de aka ho yɛhwɛ na yentu anamon papa beboan na ama ye mabunu ya ye no ye ni yie na ama ban so hunu yen se ye ni abre because aban ekọ social media so ko se mabunu to na se bi onse hunu ni samfu na wodi a aban ne beka se mokra sa mu ye serious nti ade ntika se me invest in agriculture, me invest in education, me invest in BB and farmer. You are not serious. Let's be serious. When we are serious, the government would also take us very serious. Anapay and Hunsam and Yadabro Tiama and Mabru nyina Happy International Youth Day. Na yembo erade empire se obeko so adom yen na yaye ne yetene ne yesene ne fata na bibia timi aye fine e de amayen ma me ton de ba ko mienu bi esansa kakakra bi wo mu na se yemfa ensi na Kofi Kwachi emetro so emfa osom ne osoriye embre yen na wodi ba you know Frankham Point Enterprise semembo amade se ene ukoda abedin tro no wo so be no aduane wase do we have some regular na aduane no enya serve yourself take away na uwi a serve you mfa kutakuta nkrofo no nsem wo de be she polybag for Frankham Point Enterprise na koje wo polybag kama papa ne bi na yemfam package aduane na kama fama hoho be ba no ate asofo ne asofo mpanifo be ba ne enmunyamfo be ba no you can't just give them anything give them quality polybag pull and hanger bag design bag papa career bags they be bring them offering in be what Frankham Point Enterprise Ghana must go bags so come there for new designs they be just so they were doom GNT sedan dada ni mo ya ni ultimate fashion edi and mushana say ben papa fresh 0240 494829 0240 494829 and I said 0558 621 009 Point Enterprise Elder Frank Amwako ano pay me chia kwansoro go so yada na umpom te say come on and try Elder Pacho masanso chia bi mo na mesra umpom te say na ye free Frank am no na yakọ ohene re na yakọ ginger and garlic flavor no I don't know oh aponche na odi be yan kwan no for goat tea you can say goat flavor no na for ginger and garlic no for ka ho na for steam ya ponche no na for ye frɛ na hade odi e fire na hade Flavors near and crown, I chicken flavor or and no so the nam neoria, sa flavor now be use your beef, your shrimp, your stew, goat noodles, fried rice, and jollof rice. They said there or mom for kitchen, I hear me now your hair spices in tea. And yeah, man, no medran and no bruise, what is there almost a yard desire. Or my lawyer or hair spices and the lawyer, I want for near and tom for hire. I'm a Drania Dankasa. If I shall open the door to a tone when I say to a quacho be a friend 0207 805 398 0207 805 398 and at 0244 525 908. Odia, Enra Okoda and Net is saying, send to Rio. I on by your son said, Nano Mecatra said, blue label electric mosquito repellent and Tuntum Draba. Aman tuntum srono no the kind who so watch no back to who say and run tuntum ariwa and they ya ya dey. Blue label electric mosquito repellent. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Say we back with my water back with train. Now and tuntum draw blue label electric mosquito repellent here. Say obomodia na wo plug wo fia. And Colana bet me a dem and Colan them will plug you ho Nancy but is a column bomb ho tapa. And yet to Conomuco tuntum ne how it blue label electric mosquito repellent. A yaman penny for so cockra will be a age range be a bit me you should be. Oh, to be bo water ho swan and tobacco pet. They expect to say by Juma. Come on, the whole hormone swat, Tobaye and 9 corners in another be a chest or come out. It's as a pussy now I can say Menya Catania the day. Blue label electric mosquito repellent. One Tim Pampen Bia that a very affordable so come. Esther K Trading Enterprise Nakofa Ba. For his great Busu German so Poku Trading Enterprise will doom SG Mall so I'm a commercial filling station a traffic light no KM shop filling station one more doom ABC Mass Supermarket to Patas and Peak and Care Pharmacy. Number in the agenda from says ya open do to an answer for so koya so ya war Ashtown ya Nick Rodu ya dom shop filling station the D and Mushe. Fred 0533 164966 0533 164966 and at 0244 749756. Blue label electric mosquito repellent. Now, love curtains, said curtains, papa power to curtains, curtain blinds, curtain poles, bed sheet, center mat, any sofa cover, duvet, any bed spread for free, dear Baya, and they are mount for 2 goose award on a queen size and quan and check a king size, any a year, can 3 in 1, and a double dear Eddie Abba. So, yes, for anti love was 0243 774753 0243 774753. There were Doom Railway Line is one more store number 27, and Family Plaza and AD and Michelle. Mammy Forward also, Minya Nika Betanasi, na or no, Hene, Mekana somewhere. One here, Elder Frank Amwako, one in Bayaka. Glory. Because Nick Pese, oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm no in your problem, but me no, I'm a man of peace. But he wants to bring war, which me I don't want. Oxtal Roofing, Oxtal Procoat Roofing, the construction say 16 regions of Ghana and there was centers for her. I hope so see dying, and I don't know see what do baby what do no here wireless. Every day wireless. Over here electrical wiring. Over here interior ceiling deco. Over here plumbers and tilers. Oxtal Procoat Roofing and Constructions. We have the professionals on this side media mawa. Wo mbrahon. Ebi kra na usi council so. Aha, nti ase brabe to 65% upfront. Na dia kan to na kakra kra be abosom bakosi abosom yensa. We no stress, no pressure. No one say yema resort no kwan. Let's see your branches were 16 regions of Ghana. My aso ekase no headquarters no ewa ayeduase Kumasi here. Frewom was 0249 903 454. 0249 903 454. Etuba so sidan open plumbers and electricians you be try electrical wiring papa dia ma open say ye interior decoration ceiling ye na kama dia Oxtal Procoat Roofing and Construction. 2 minutes after 10. Nick of Frankham Point Enterprise Abipum Fudium had him say now I don't understand why Nick has refused to hit to time. Me the mre and a yeme juma. Nick no fee say nanu ada now. o ma me no Kofi o se me fan college ofi se ne me ne best da bi wa fumra wa tomra ne praise the Lord.
Amio penny.
It is saying I don't want me new time so sir. Daddy. Be chat through be our high Pentecost video so. Peja Mike ni mu kakra.
No kwasam ne say no pray no. Many boss koyade o
boss Frankham Point.
Koyade o ho se o. Nti o kra na yi me phone na me hu say abo 917 na me ka share na say.
Esa ka otra ho na ka so u to ahye da na wo be yi a wo be do time. Wo de anya time no code da. Medical bodwan da da. Maka tell myself Frankham Point Enterprise there. Polythene bags apapa. Your one holding your burger polythene bags your pull a hanger bag. The sounds you me dekra ne olon caroba ne side cut no.
What you say?
Omo cheche gari ni ade tonton no long caroba ne side cut ni na bi ho.
Sure.
Fufro ben bi na me da be ka ho.
Yes, on say polythene bags na bo boss no. Eba pulling ne your ba ko bi ka pulling no e friend hanger. Ni nyina ye packaging bags especially omo ye event say a year wedding and sorry nshie mu ne ade yo etisa no. E wu hia polythene bag a ye kama na engu ani mase enye basa. On say your polythene bag bu how timi de ade hye mu obi nipa ne Kofi a no de aye ne dressing bag opia bonten de niema hye ade apie sa type of bags no near ton of Frankham Point Enterprise na ade ba ko e ma ye de ne down so kra ne say ye de ne bo no sa da form a quality polythene bags at affordable prices. Inti yenu ma omudidwa ona ope polythene bags e de onjuma die bi say ya ware say ya bedin to ni ade no so ope baby a obenya polythene bag a papa na afin so ne bo ewo form a Frankham Point Enterprise na ejuma die ayedie no ewo Kumasi ananso ye tre e de ko 16 regions a we man mu nyina your customers in the northern part of Ghana or Tonyema need ya koma cargo e dia koma omo say o hwe ebo na enam say boy de mo omo no e wo fom ni nti no otimi eto enye enkwan wo ho nti obi mu okra na yo omo other shops bi wo those regions but enam ye bo na ebo wo ni nti no still na oto free ha me de gu ka mu koma ne ho na emfa ho ne baby awo se wo Ghana hanko ade akwa to yem baby awo bi aye do niema no ebe makago a ode bebrew a je se unya problem bi awo ho ana afi nso no ejumadi aye die na nam Kristo sum nti no ye ni atoro nchire customer se product na ye di ma on ka che se e product we ne ye di ma wa e no an ye di ma enye se ye kofa niema foforo bi di abefrafra ama ujumadi awo di na ye basa nti no quick one ma memfa your telephone number no entuja e se wo pese wo frɛ Frankham Point Enterprise your number ni 020 552 0000 0 no 4 020 552 0000 last one 020 552 0000 the number we so say WhatsApp number nti se bia bia wo no ojumadi ma ho kwan se obetima frɛ ya wo send a WhatsApp message we were time to you near fin so you deliver ama wakoma atoyem na Frankham Point so se oba Kumasi hanso a ya were 3 outlet baby miensa a wokɔ a nsa beka eniema ya boboso nyina the burger polythene bag the all brands of polythene asumdwe ni all those kinds take away yellow you will take away ba ku bia opanyi kwasem take away we e ba ye no amase usasesa friend take away yellow eno no customers no omo so no soro ha ebi mu create mbitu skato e de twen sa polythene no nti baby a wo bi a wo hunu se take away bi a ho cover no eye yellow wow nkofo di adanse wo ho se sa take away no ente enye take away so de wade ye shema obi gina chi no wo hwa de kro no inside there bi nti se o pesa take away ni bia baby also de wani kire eye Frankham Point Enterprise nti Kumasi ha ye branch ba ko edum ye ultimate fashion abrosan no if you yam cargo station why yam kwani the only polythene bag shopper ye work cargo station ho ana afin so no oba Roman Hill total filling station ho no odu total filling station na odu Tobri Rural Bank na ino mu nyina na wa abrosan ba akum ana se ukọ Zongo police station nso anachi e frɛ ba bi Yarewa Zongo honso your outlet wa baby mi ense nyina ukọ a ebenya abotra som ama wakoma to yem enti anopa no se upe baby a upe polythene bags a chese ho dwo na eye papa na afi nso uton a unya ho faso a eno ane Frankham Point Enterprise.
Nick,
yes sir.
Mu hyehyɛ bi wɔ hɔ de ma wo mo to no dodo. bu hɔ no mu ana ɔno so abie shop bu okra bi ase baabi ana kumasi akra baabi na ɔha na ɔbɛtɔm nneɛma hye bi wɔ hɔ masaafoɔ no ana
no correct the woman is yeah shops are operating in a wholesale shop but wana ɔtɔno dodo paa no there was special prices the man yeah nti ɛno no sɛ ebia on sɛ edwumadi na yedi no ideally ne wholesale ma obia but kofo bu a hwɛ nneɛma na wɔtɔ no hwɛ sɛ de nipa no dodo ne ne ahokeka ne ade tum sɛ ade we enka ye 1 cedi ba wo nko an it be more 90 pesos no ye boy boama de ye de boa ye customers na ompese omudi dwa especially ompese om start business no front no dear oba ade no de ye 1 cedi enam sɛ ɔkɔhyɛ nim sɛ ade bi ahyɛ no ɛden kakra nti ye boss hwɛ sɛ no sai nipa no ye mawo enema no ebu bi a wo betima boa wo ebi wo kura boy de be mawo no betima kɔtɔn no wo ba bia wo no sɛ de ye tɔn no hana inti no sɛ ebia wo wie school na wo padwuma bi ayɛ dia twitwa ho kakra obu wa sɛ nnuanu ma kyerɛkyerɛfoɔ ne ɔna ɔyɛ aban adwuma ebu ano pɛ side business bi aya oba Frankham Point Enterprise aya nka sa ye bɛboa wo akyerɛkyerɛ sɛ de rɔba adwuma no mu ɛteɛ ne aboa wo ma wo nhyehyɛ a obetim de adwuma ma adwuma no nso anyini na akɔ n'anim
Minya Nick, every Frankham Point Enterprise. Nick, but for contact numbers no to the beam. Na baby a matri kwan no ewo no. Aha, ma yenhunu. Na ene you know, me person yi product baako. Na wo bo ho doropa de kire man just one. Na ma nkrofo hu nie nti asa product na hu hia a wo se obi a wo ton ade se wo ye pharmacy se wo ye supermarket se wo walk on the street ana po se wo di djuma bi no wo so obehia sa policy bank ni bi.
All right. The quick one the tell say Frankham Point Enterprise no ye wo product a e din kan at the bar market if any burger products. Burger products no a series of items. You're from takeaway, which is the small size no. In your no, you so the share near Masokoto, I take it to a bill, be a shop, be an idea. I was a set of polythene bags no, and you takeaway size. And you were 3K, no, ye mammy for no take I say, bidio rubber, or by the chill video. And only take away no idinachi. You and also burger 3K in terms of quality wise, any quantity. And they told me why na nneema bebre na de doors on anasa de airphone ya na ntanya papa by the end the mufwa ye be ma polythene bag on say ya na dodo na waji bi say ade a mekoto yi say we 20 pesos na ba akon so 50 pesos de boarding baby wo a obekọ akọ 50 pesos de no na ni ade no dodo ewo mu no sa wo gi ni ba akọ 20 pesos de no nnuru no inti uba burger 3K na sana ni subayete eye 3K bia wo mfa nkyekira de ema enko mawo animguase bia wo kwan bia so ana afa nso ye wo 2K no nso ye de 3K no edi na chi in terms of size na 2K no nyame adom ye wo no different colors 2K no ye wo no army en edi nka buy and the we are just say customers no so it has been in the system for over 15 years enu ye ni army no ana afa ye de ne coffee brown ebe kan ho nyame adom ye de ash color aba ni nyina customers na ni jume woni orange woni blue ye woni lemon green inti say even say organization bi kura na mo pe no color e be suit mo ade yo a mo ba ye be nya color na mo se na be ya mbodi be dwumudwuma no na ayefe ana afa so ye woni 1K no so ye size a so sene 2K no no so ye all colors nyina no so no ne bo no eda form na ne quality no so de top notch
right entibato my contact ni biem
sure
ye ka say bia wo kan na to bia obi fi say bia because school and as my real school me nurse ni ya adwuma we de say we de nya ye bia enti no safo no contact number be no mo frɛ so na mo mo sa kwan so
obetima frɛ number I friend 020 552 0000 0 na itwa to on AF4 020 552 0000 say WhatsApp contact into say chat here WhatsApp in sabeka na ye no adi nkomo na ehun say de ye betimi awa
right Nick yeda say no go and sin no more nyame adom next week me can afidie so obi ate
serious
special boarding so Nick of Frankham Point e wo fidie mo about me host no I never come what
I'm saying me aduma.
Catch elder say one man temwa me pomp him upon.
Only problem.
Who don't hear?
Yeah, Judy.
So
we to so near sorry you.
I want to ask him. Namumia for more. All right, 13 minutes exactly after 10. Na ye pede mo create tackle blocks into no so open blocks papa pavement blocks, solid blocks, hollow blocks, and road caps are tackle blocks. Brunifita company. Enti no say abrofo mo ya de a ha mo ni kon ha me ka say you for the man ni kon ho bo broni no wo ye ne de no otum say yes na ni kon pa ye because of say che aha any the materials papa ye measure bibia kama techo blocks mausan ka bi your 4 inches and 6 inches 5 inches e wo ho no open hollow and solid blocks a obenya bi e wo ho ebu akwa se paase ana ebu akwa manhia egiso krapa abijan kwanta e ho obohu yen e wo ho do mo sara so ana enne El Shaddai Revival Center Elder Godfred Asare ene Kwaku Jesi ene asafoma ne bibeba drive dwumadie no so na dwumadie so ko supernatural encounter ekoso no obo de room what me hunu say ampa dwumadie ne koso pa enti fa hu wura mu na enhye Kristo ani mo nyama Alexo Enterprise men country say enwom ho akade bia no bra ye will be wo honom ye wo de chem so ye ne go filling station die ne hwe bantaman so ye ne empty office no ana di ani hwe fresh 0557 935348 0557 935348. You're from Kofi Adarkwah Nyametease. When you are to the gate and they call YouTube no so. When you are Kofi Kwachi esi do and then na father and the obwa kra. When nanka ode okoye wedding 2021 and amfa. This year no if you dey hand him say yeah na na under contest. If you don't say emeranim ni a yenya asem odi anim na odi asem a cancel Kofi Kwachi esi edu na cancel na why you friend say now we are doing much now fast day. I'll meet you again on the set from Kofi Adarkwah Nyametease.